Well, hello everybody. Good to have you here. Thank you very much for being here. I am ElanPaul. This is the ElanPaul channel. Yeah, that was awkward, wasn't it? It's okay. Good to have you all here. Thank you very much for being here. Slashing Lake, thank you very much for being here. You're here kind of early, though. You were here like an hour and a half before I started, but that's okay. Echo Prime, good to have you. Q Creator, good to have you as well. Demager, you're never late, man. Let's just be clear. You're never late. Don't worry about it, man. Gary, I understand, man. Had my days. I've had my days where I've been really stressed out, even with my daughter getting married soon and all. I get it. Don't worry about it, man. It is going to be a good diversion, I hope. Depends on your definition of here. Yes, indeed. You're absolutely correct. Zenith Hellhammer, always welcome here. Thank you very much. The guy with the absolutely fantastic person with the absolutely fantastic name. Carbon Base, good to have you here. One Thumb, as usual. Thank you for being here, my friend. Appreciate you. Dark Crow, Mr. Brote, good to have you as well, sir. Good to see you. So, yeah, the vote was pretty much done, man. You folks were really pushing for the stranded run, so that was pretty cool. I mean, it looked like it was going to go towards the corvette run, and then it just like flooded. Whoops, hit my microphone. Then it just flooded, and a bunch of people just voted for the stranded run. So we're going to go ahead and do that tonight. So we'll see how that goes. Old Man Gib, good to have you here. Thank you very much. Greetings to you as well. So yeah, let's go ahead and get this party started, shall we? Let's go ahead and switch over. It's so weird not having an expedition. We've been doing it for so many weeks right now that it just feels kind of strange doing it this way. So, yeah, you know what? I think I'll leave my camera over there. I think it's okay over here, right? Yeah. Had a little problem with the green screen the other day, so it's even right now having a little bit of an issue. Sunlight's interfering with it. I got some sunlight in the room from late afternoon, and it tends to mess things up, so it is what it is. Piggy, good to have you here. Starduster, thank you for being here. Appreciate you as well. Hello to you. All right. So we're going to set this up. So if you're wondering about the stranded run, a lot of you voted for it and probably already know how it works. That's great. And I got to remember to pull up the what do you call it? The portal glyphs while I'm thinking of it. But anyway, we'll get to that later. The instructions for the stranded run I've added to the description of the stream today. So if you want to check it out, it's all down there. It's pretty long. It took up most of the allotted 5,000 characters I could put in there. Really, seriously, Beeblebum, you got to find a way to condense things. Get the abridged copy if you could. So we'll see how that goes. Anomaly's not as glitchy now that the expedition is done. Oh, that's good. That's good. I predict you'll find an ugly blue shuttle on a hot planet. If I start on a hot planet, which is entirely possible, I think it's, what, 25% chance, I suppose? Maybe bigger, I don't know. So we are going to do a brand new save. Here we go. And I'm using a new mouse now. Picked one up rather decently. You see custom, and we're gonna start with permadeath, but we're gonna start changing some settings here. So like challenging, we just want to do items destroyed because we need to turn on the recipes and blueprints. That's what they were. We can't do abandoned. We do need it to be a standard system here. I don't know if we could try that abandoned. No, we can't. And the reason why is you have to purchase one of the ships. So you have to have pilots and NPCs around. So we can't do this abandoned. Let's see what else we got. We're going to do, all recipes are unlocked. Everything else is just going to be set to the most extreme that I can get it. Challenging. We have to disable the tutorial. We cannot follow it. Okay, and then we're going to lock out the settings. So everything is set maximum that we could possibly make it. So there we are. Let's see, Elon, you use fiber optic or standard internet? I am on fiber, my friend. I actually had to limit it a little bit because it was actually causing problems, but if this thing's pulling about, wow. Yeah, its output right now is around 8,000 kilobytes a second. It can easily push out higher than that if I wanted to. If I start going up to about 10 or 12,000, it starts to drop frames every now and then, so I do have to limit it a little bit. But at 8,000, that's pretty good. And so far, no frames dropped in any way, form, or fashion. So yeah, I got that fiber about, it was during COVID, actually. It was right at the start of COVID. So I was able to get that. Beat Jason, find a ship in 2 minutes. Yeah, you know what that's called? It's called the starter ship, Mr. Brote. That's the only way I'm going to find a ship faster than him. He can keep that record, as far as I'm concerned. Challenging fishing is a must. Absolutely. We have to make fishing challenging. Absolutely. 1 gig, good deal. Yeah, pretty much. I think I'm running half gig over here. I could get 1 or 2 gig if I wanted to. And the funny part is that my kid could be playing Roblox right now. He'd be wireless, of course. My daughter could be playing her game. My wife could be watching a movie, streaming a movie, and I could be doing this all at the same time, and there's no discernible difference to the internet connection whatsoever. So yeah, it's not a problem. But if you want to go 1 gig, knock yourself out, man. It's a good connection. Yeah, it's better than Jason's, let's put it that way. That's another area I haven't beat at currently. Hopefully he gets that through his neighborhood soon, man. I feel bad for him, all the crap that he has to go through. So we're going to go ahead and confirm and start the game. The way this is going to work, I most likely will start right next to my ship, and there'll be a base computer there. So we can use Spectrum. No, definitely not Spectrum. We are 85 for regular internet. Yeah, that's ridiculous. I think we were paying like 65 or 75 for it, and that's about it. So there's our ship. It looks like this is not a hot planet. Very sorry. So whoever made the prediction earlier, yeah, not the case. Gary, sorry, Gary, or Gra. I should call you Gra Williams. Really, you just need to change your name and make it easier for all of us. But yeah, it looks like this is going to be a toxic planet. Let me see, and we do not have any caves around that I can see. And visors critically damaged. Yes, I forgot about that. And of course, we have a base computer here, so we can start dropping things down and claim the base if we wish, but there's really no reason to do so. One thing I always do, and you guys know I do this, I always start over here and see where I am on the planet, just in case I'm at a pole that sometimes starts you at the North or South Pole. So really, going north would probably be a good idea. The problem is, I have no directions, so I need to fix that. So let's go ahead and get off this plateau, and we cannot touch our starter ship. And we can still get hurt pretty badly, so we've got to be careful. All right, that looks like it could be carbon. Good. Start with carbon, and I definitely need to get some carbon nanotubes and some ferrite. That's what I'm paying. Yeah, I know. I'm paying a little bit less, but it's been pretty good. It's a pretty good system that we have here with this company. They came through at just the right moment, and so many people are switching over. So many people have switched over the last couple of years, and they're hurting. They're really hurting. So I need at least 75 ferrite. And we get the grace period at the very beginning. Okay. We've got 79. I'll just grab a couple more. What's with the lighting on this place, man? The sun must have just came out from behind a planet or something. Or maybe it was clouds. Hey, Sonalita, good to have you here. Thanks for being here, man. Not sure how long you can be around. Hey, no problem, dude. It's all good. Easy going run today. We're not going to be going too crazy, so you do what you got to do, man. I guess I got to turn off that little thing in Streamlabs, because I'm not speedrunning right now. All right, let's see what we can do here. We should be able to get some stuff repaired. All right, I need to get some... I don't know how many I need. Just one? Yeah, it's just one. Let's get 1 carbon nanotube all the way at the bottom. There we go. Got to get used to this new mouse. It's a wired mouse, so I've been using a wireless mouse forever, so I'm going to get some of these too, just in case I need to make some life support. I have to check out what hazardous plants we got here too to see if we need oxygen or not. Need at least 50 to get 1, or is it 40? I think it's 40. That's all right. We'll get them all. All right, good. So I'll make at least 1 of those. There it is. And I don't know if we have enough carbon to make... Yep, we do. Okay. 1 life support. Okay, now we can get on. And we're heading west, it looks like, so I'll go ahead and head in that direction. We got a cave over here. We're going to go ahead and hit that. Beacon. And broken machinery. Let me just make sure there's nothing else around us that we missed. Nope, we're good. Alright. And we're going to head this way. Boink. Oh, sodium. Nice. Apartment's already wired? Well, that's good. The AT&T is okay, but it is a shared connection, so you got to be careful of those, I found. Let's see. We got a beacon over there. We can use that to find something, but I'm not going to do that just yet. I got to make some... what do you call it, batteries. Oh, there we go. Steep slope, hate that. Now, another thing we could really use is we could use silver. I like to get the Pilgrim personally. I know that everybody goes after, or Beeblebum says to get the Roamer, but he did open it up to get anything that you wanted to, so. Anomaly missions with my broken Corvette. Seem to dog track a lot. Oh, that's great. Surelite. Surelite. Oh, depleted. But I did get some carbon. I need more carbon. Alright. How much cobalt do we have? Let's see. Alright. Let's get at least one more if I can. Maybe two. Because we're going to need to exit this place and get some carbon. Are there any plants in here besides the ones that are deadly? And marrow bulbs? No, I don't see any. Alright. How much did we get? 52? That'll work for now. I don't know if we can make any batteries yet. I don't know if I have enough. Yeah, I got enough. Alright. Alright, that'll work for now. Let's go. Hey, good afternoon, Ras. Good to have you here. Ross. Plant. 3, 2, 1. There we go. These are big plants. Should probably analyze them, right? Yeah, we're getting condensed carbon out of it. That would have been more useful, huh? Cat 6 is the bomb? Yeah, I know. Yeah, I saw that one that looked like SpongeBob. That was hilarious. Absolutely hilarious. I loved it. The creativity, man. The people that are coming out with this stuff is fantastic. Oh, no, it's the one in front of it. There we go. Alright, more condensed carbon. Good. Well, the good news about the toxic planet, Jason's right, it doesn't go down nearly as fast as some of the other planets, I don't think, so. Alright, that should be good. And we're charged. Alright, let's go. Man, we were heading west, but I decided I really wanted to go north, so let's just take a look around. We got the beacon over there. Maybe we should hit that first. I'm going to take the rusted metal for now. I always do that at the very beginning, but I don't necessarily need it. What do we get out of that? Ammo, which we're probably not going to need. We can sell that. We got a little bit of copper. Whoop-de-dee. Alright, and we did get one of these. That can help repair... Well, we can't repair anything, so that could be more for sale. Anything else, if we need it. Had to put it somewhere. That's what she said. What do we got? Knowledge stone. Let's head towards the beacon and we'll check it out, see what's over there. And then if we find ourselves a decent cave that we can just walk right into, that would probably be better. There's the beacon. I like bacon. I mean beacons. Beacons. Okay, there's our first set of ships that are flying over. Not going to see where they're going, unfortunately. Alright, so it's pointing in that direction. Actually, the way that the ships were flying. So that's interesting. Minor settlement. Okay, good. How many hours? 19! We're on our way, guys. Absolutely. 19 hours. Easy done. Where's north? I'm going to ignore them. We got a cargo drop that we'd already hit. Oh, what is that? Minor settlement, 19 hours. Never mind. Actually, I'm going to keep it locked in, and I'm going to see if that will help me find things. Alright. North. North, James. Add more rounded parts for the vets. I agree. I agree that they should have more rounded parts. I saw someone create like an open room, an area on a short that they could create an open area in the middle of the ship, and that was all great and dandy, but the thing looked more like a brick, and I had to call them out on copyright. No, I'm kidding. So yeah, I just didn't particularly care for it. If we could have, like, if we had joined things up, like 2 ambassador class habs, if we can join them together and actually have the idea of opening wide open to make one big room, that would be pretty cool, but I don't know if they're going to be able to do that. So going north again. Let me see what happens here. Remember that thing? I don't think he's low enough. And I don't want to shoot him because I really don't feel like having him attack me. That's always bad news. Okay. What is the curious deposits on this planet, huh? That's good. And I'm noticing that there's not a lot of hazardous plants. Did you notice that? It's kind of strange, isn't it? Double wides, exactly. Exactly. Less than an hour, I have to go to bed at the top of the hour. You do that, sir. I don't think I'm going to get it done in an hour, but we'll see. I mean, I'm not Jason. You guys know this. It's really amazing for us when you get an NPC to aggro you. Yeah. Yeah, they do that. And add the fishing pond at the autophage settlement would be cool to put on Corvette. Oh, yeah. Interesting. Be able to fish inside the Corvette? Oh, that'd be kind of weird, huh? I need to get some oxygen. Let me grab that plant. Because I'm not finding any... Oh, there's one. Finally. What is it? Oh, it's a whipper. There we go. Yeah, see, I can handle those. You throw them at me all day long, and I'll take them out. Alright, what do we got? Buried cache. I do want to grab that. I'm treating it like a no-starter ship challenge, but I do have to remember that we have a goal here, and I got to find a crashed ship. I've got to create a nice exocraft. Oh, it's a double. What do you know? Just nanites. Okay, let's get the other one. That didn't give me any nanites that time? Alright, so I got gypped one of them. Okay, and the other one should be right there. There it is. Alright, that's just money. That's weird. The lighting? Isn't that crazy? That was very strange. Like a light beam was going across. That was really weird. Found a grave within HUD range of 2 other graves. It was amazing. See, I'm not the only one. But now I have 2 saves with just corvettes. That's crazy, man. But that's good. That's good. You know, explore the creativity of it, man. That's always a great thing. Alright, let's see. So there was buried cache over here I was going to hit first. Wasn't it right here? That's it. That's the one. Okay. Yeah, I know. Let's use that for now, and I'll use that. What'd we get? Emerald. Oh, that's good. That'll come in handy later. Alright, what do we got? And you notice I'm ambling around here because I'm trying to catch all kinds of stuff, but at some point we're going to have to settle down and start getting ourselves a ship and everything like that, or get ourselves some what do you call it, silver. We need gold. I was hoping instead of curious deposits we'd have metal fingers, but what does this planet have, by the way? Ammonia and sodium. Sodium shouldn't be a problem then. Okay, good. So I can stop picking up plants. Actually, I can stop making batteries too if I'm smart. I mean, I'll need sodium eventually, but one last time at midnight yesterday. That's cool. I remember running an expedition one time, like, it was going to take me like an hour and a half to do it, and I decided to run it, and just to see what would happen. And sure enough, as I ran it, the time expired, and it just said, expedition has completed, it is over right now, your save is turning into a regular save. And it left me on a planet in the middle of nowhere. And I was like, well, crap. That's the end of that. But it was pretty cool. I wanted to at least try it one time. sometimes these buried caches will give us gold or silver or something like that too, so it's not a bad idea to hit them up. Yeah, that just gives us nanites. Okay. Let's get up here and take a peek. Hey, we got a building. Alright, let's head towards building. And there might be a cave up that way. I'll hold out to go to a cave until we get there. We'll see what happens here. Fauna could get me more nanites. I'm not as concerned about the nanites right now. When you're in a stranded run, you really need money. That's the big thing you need. What do pulpy roots do for me? Hazard protection. How handy is that? Alright. Oh, I gotta make the effort. True, gotta make the effort. I agree. Wholeheartedly. Dude. Be nice to get an upgrade. I mean, get a nice hazard protection out of one of these would be great. Well, check that out. Okay. Let's go shopping. We got carbon down here too, so I can get carbon while I'm, you know, getting killed by all these plants around me. Let's take a look around. Always been into the fighter style ships. I always have to be honest. I mean, I like the Sentinel ships. They've always been my favorites ever since they came out, but Cobalt. That's Cobalt, right? Would you get out of the way? Just want you to focus on those. That was what? There's one back there. Little guy, maybe? No, I guess not. Could have swore there was one there, but I might have just been the plants. Maybe I'm hitting the marrow bulbs or something. But I could have swore there was a plant, that there was one of these that was a different metal. But this is going to be the way that we're going to have to get silver and gold at this point. And of course, I guarantee we're going to end up with platinum first. That's usually what happens in these places. Yeah. Figure a big cave like this, we could find something, you know? Those are all cobalt, I believe. Going bloodshot eyes as I try to stare at all this crap on my screen. Here we go. Yeah, that's probably what I saw. It's probably just marrow bulb. Oop. Silver. Alright, that's our first one. We'll need at least 3, probably 4 of these to get them. Alpha vectors are my faves. Never liked the barrel nose ones. Ah, gotcha. It's hard to see them all. Let's go this way. Gotta look surreptitiously around real quick, just in case those are bad plants. The humming sacks are getting in my way, unfortunately. Nope, nothing. At least we got silver. I mean, usually, like I said, usually I get platinum as my first metal I find, and I find every plant thereafter is platinum. Oof, there's a bunch of them clustered together here. Let's get rid of this plant. Wave. Or do you mean the other wave? I'm not standing up. Because like Jason, I might be taking his advice and just not streaming with pants on anymore. Who knows? It will be a mystery. Wow. There's a whole bunch in there. Ah! Gonna go off as soon as I get close to it. There we go. Let's get rid of these guys because they're gonna be in the way anyway. Wait, haven't we done this before? A lot? Yikes. Yeah, indeed. I know. I need oxygen. You think these guys would just give me the oxygen and stop with the sodium? There's another one over there? Eh, who knows. Let's keep going. No. Yeah, I may have to find a different cave. This one doesn't seem to like me very much. I think we're going to head out of here. This is a bit weird. Yeah, we only got the one silver thus far. Alright. Where's our building? That way. Okay, time to dig our way out. The easy way. So dig a hole, for those who are new, and then switch over to fill in, and just fill it in behind you, and it pops you up to the surface. Little trick. Trick of the game.
Toxic protection falling.
Okay. Whoops, get over here. Yeah, the cave ambiance sounds are pretty cool. I don't usually play with headphones on. I just have some speakers on my desk that I usually, you know, the only time I usually do headphones, and that is not the kind of building I was expecting, is when I'm with somebody else on Discord or something like that, just to keep the audio separated. All right, well, we could check it out anyway. Let's get the word Gek real quick. Okay. There's a second one up here. And we'll go ahead and hit this. That way, you know, it'll direct us at some buried treasure. And we'll do the pullback again. And for this pullback, we'll take a close look around us. There's our ship. We haven't gotten very far. That looks like a meteor that just hit. That's pretty cool. Yeah, I didn't see anything this time. Hooked up to my desktop PC. I'm playing on a laptop right now, though. Well, there you go. And laptops have their own speakers and stuff. How far away is that sucker? It's east at 17 minutes, so, well, we'll go ahead and head east. No harm in doing so. It's not going to hurt us any. Especially if we don't have any other buildings around us right now, which I don't believe we do. No, we do not. And we'll get some more buried treasure, buried technology on the way, that is. Bop.
Toxic protection falling.
I love my exotics and sentinel ships. Yeah, the exotics are something I gotta start looking into getting a new exotic. I think I got rid of all mine. I'd really like to get a squiddy again because of the rarity of them. I'd like to get my hands on one of those.
Life support power low.
Yep, I know, dear. All right. So life support. Let's do a little check. No oxygen. Okay. Let's get some more of this. We'll make ourselves another
Toxic protection falling.
life support.
Technology recharge.
I'm going to use some batteries for now. I'm going to go look for a sodium deposit and actually collect about 250 sodium, 300 sodium, something like that.
Toxic protection falling.
There we go.
Technology recharge.
And there we go. That was interesting. He's not near a platform, is he? I swear that guy was like flying in a curved pattern, and that usually means they're circling something. We'll just head up this way anyway. Okay, buried technology right here. Some buried cash. Ah, let's see what we got out of that. So we got 28 out of that. Let's use that real quick. Indium. So we're not getting any useful metals. We have copper, indium, and emerald. We need silver and gold, and or gold, if you will. It's funny. Ammonia. Okay, I'm going to continue to head east.
Toxic protection. Falling.
And we're going to start using sodium, like I said. Guppy? Yeah, I like the guppies too. That's pretty cool. Tweety bird. I used to call it the little filigreed ball of death, is usually what I name them. Something like along those lines. Nope, not after you. Cargo drop. Not really interested in that. Okay, so we got 3 ships that flew over. This is a good vantage point.
Technology recharge.
Let's see which way they go. And I swear by this. I mean, a lot of people don't. So supposedly there should be some sort of
Toxic protection.
something to the right.
Falling.
You know, landing platform, usually trading platform. So we have another cave coming up, so I might just check that out. There we go. That's a little better. Been playing for almost 3 years, never came across one. Just see them on YouTube. Yeah, I know what you mean. Every now and then I run across one. Every now and then. At 6 years playing, so it's very uncommon ship to run across. And when someone discovers one, it's like shocking. But they are out there.
Toxic protection. Stabilizing.
Gold. That little guy right there. Got some gold. We do need that. Let's grab that. Thanks, since launch, but on and off. Yeah, I know what you mean, J-Ro. J-Ro-Ro. And by the way, thanks for being here. Definitely in the looks camp too. Yeah, I hear you. A good place to square down. I have discovered so many cool planets. I discovered a relic planet that was a paradise, but it was this really odd green color. You know, like it was almost like it was trying to be green grass, but somebody went a little too heavy on the highlighter green, if you will. So. Check this one out real quick just to see. A lot of plants in this one. That's weird. Come on, get through there. No, cobalt, cobalt, cobalt. So we did find gold at least. That's something, but you know, getting ourselves something to ride around on is going to be a lot easier to get through this place. Plus we can add protection to the ride, and that way it protects us while we're going. 2 exotics land at a space station. 2 of them at the same time? That's crazy. Yeah, I wonder, did you notice whether they were the same pilot or not? Whether it was the same... Because I've had that happen before. It'd be the same named ship and the same pilot. But I haven't had it to exotics before. I've had it, you know, like shuttles and things like that. Obviously haulers, and things along those lines. Wow, this is quite the cave. Think they were? Yeah. I've been playing Subnautica, so I'm looking at all the rocks and wondering if any of them are lithium. Yeah. Subnautica is one of those games I have to play carefully because I have this strange fear. I mean, I love the ocean and everything like that, the beaches, but I do not like to not be able to see what's under the water. I like the water to be clear, if you will. So like a river, you go to a river and a river's nice and clean and clear, and you can see all the way to the bottom. It can be 20 feet deep easily. But if it's murky, there ain't no way you're getting me in that water. Nothing. So when you're playing something like Subnautica, see, we got platinum there. I don't even know if it's worth it. I'm not even going to bother getting it. It's not worth it to me. It's just going to take up spot in my inventory. Yeah, Subnautica is just one of those games I got to be careful of because it can really freak me out. I actually have a little bit of heights. Heights is another little fear that I've got, so I have a little trouble with that as well. The funny thing is, like when I'm skydiving, not a problem. I don't know why. You know, as far as not in real life, let me be clear. Off a Corvette or something like that, not a problem. But if I'm falling, if I jump off something, I can feel the vertigo kick in on me. And I got to fight against it and be like, all right, let me shift myself a little bit and make myself realize I'm looking at a game. You know, it's not really happening. It's very weird, very strange. That one is very strange. One day I might get over it, who knows? Just not today. River is clean and clear. You clearly haven't been to England. Clearly I haven't. I live near the mountains. I mean, this is Kentucky, so you go east and you hit the mountain ranges. So there's a lot of waterfalls in the area and stuff like that. Natural caves. It's a beautiful area that we live in around here. So just going up an hour to the east, hour south, something like that, and you're within everything. It's really, really cool. Swam in ponds all the time as a kid, afraid of hidden snapping turtle. Now, snapping turtles are another story, and yeah, they will do it. Was that a weed or a turtle? I have fear of heights also, but for some reason airplanes don't bother me. I know. There's another thing. I don't have a problem with an airplane either. Been on Piper planes, you know, little teeny tiny prop planes to jets, and not a problem. Don't have any issues with them. They don't make me sick or anything like that. There's some more gold. So, really weird. Fear of heights, but I'm a pilot. Fixed wing and choppers. Go figure. But you have control over it. That makes a difference in my book. I think when you have control over it, the fear is not as strong. It's you have control of what happens at that point. I mean, yeah, you know, things can happen and everything like that, but still, it tends to not be as strong when that happens, I guess. I don't know. Why does it happen in video games? I don't know. It's weird, but there you are. All right. What do we got up there? So we found a gold one at the ceiling. That was pretty cool. There's a lot of these guys in here today. I'm just glad OBS is working. I know everybody's been having trouble with it lately after the latest update, but for some reason it hasn't caused me any issues. You know, one thing I didn't think of telling anybody, since Windows 10 support has been removed, some people have been having some very strange problems with certain pieces of software and stuff like that. And I wonder sometimes whether that isn't a part of the issue. So it is something to consider, guys. For those of you out there who are having issues with any particular programs or games or anything like that. I happen to be running Windows 11 on this one, so prevents me from playing a lot of games. Yeah, I know what you mean. I get rid of like the head bobs and stuff like that in games because it drives me nuts, and yes, it can get me a little bit of motion sickness. But I don't usually suffer from motion sickness too often. Like, you know, I usually drive everywhere, so, you know, when the family gets in the car to go someplace, I'm the one that's driving. And there are times when we go on long trips and my wife's got to take over driving, but I can't go to sleep, can't rest, because I've always got an eye open because I want to have control over it. Weird, but there you are. It's not that I don't trust her. I do, but she's a good driver, but it's just weird. Boy, all the things that are wrong with me. We face our truths. I'm so broken. Aren't we all? Hey, gold again. All right, that should be enough gold to make pretty much just about anything we need. The problem is that I really don't want to make the thing that I can make with gold. I'd rather have the silver. 136, huh? Well, we got to make it. We got to make it. Let's get out of here. Where are we heading? Let's go to the north. Let's take a look through here and just see if there's anything to see. Because I've actually walked quite a long ways underground. All right. Okay, that way. Alright, let's see if this gets us out into the open. It worked again. What do you know? Alright, so where to? That away. Okay. Great way to get out of a cave when you get lost, so you don't have to find your way back out again.
Falling.
Oink. And we should be seeing, what are those things called? Sentinels, yes, that's it. That's the name of those special creatures. That was a ship. Okay, I was wondering what I was looking at there. Should be seeing Sentinels soon. Descent, yes, that gave you motion sickness, yeah. Yeah, I had Descent. I think I still have it somewhere. I think I've got it in a cabinet in my garage. Hyperdrive module, fantastic. Now, if I can put that on my jetpack, that would be really handy, but ain't gonna happen, so, you know. Useless items you will receive while you're traveling. Let's go that way. Okay. Ooh. Jade peas for the life support. Acidus flora for the I don't like you life support. I don't like those little whipping plants. They always get me. Lara Croft didn't make me sick. Might have made you sick. Didn't make me sick at all. Okay, so what can we do with you? We don't need a hyperdrive module. It's useless to us, and even if we sell it, it's not going to be useful to us. Oh, you jerk.
Technology recharge.
Now you do that?
Toxic protection. Falling.
Wow, that's quite the storm. It's like following me. Okay. Alright, we got to get rid of something from here. I'll get rid of the copper. Well, you know, cobalt is useless to me. Perfect. Chromatic metal. I can get rid of the copper now. I don't really need it. That's great. Alright. We need probably a bunch of ferrite so we could start making a something to drive around with. There we go. And while we're here, hold on, where's the JPs at? Good. 96%, that'll work for me. Let's get to a flatter spot so I can, in case I need to jump to a cave or something like that. And we definitely do need oxygen, so I'll make sure I grab it. ElanPaul, not the girl. Oh, my bad, Mr. Broke, my apologies. Come on.
Toxic protection. Falling.
Okay, there we go. Alright, so what can we make? Let's see. So we need paraffinium to make that. I could have swore we needed gold. I don't know why. Oh, to make the Minotaur. Yeah, that doesn't help us any. The Minotaur's off limits, folks. But I think we need the gold anyway, so I definitely need to still get silver. Alright, well, that's a problem. Is this a cave? It is. So we need to still find some silver, unfortunately. And that's the only thing we're going to be able to make on this forsaken planet. We could make a, and I know someone's going to throw it in here too in just a moment. We could make a dual refiner at some point, drop down a base and everything like that. I need the ferrite dust, so I might as well grab it. And then we can make, I think we can make paraffinium, if I remember correctly. I just don't remember the recipe for it off the top of my head. I swore there was something in there. Nope. Nope. Come on, man. Give me some silver. Dirty bronze makes silver. Oh, that's right. Yeah, wait a second. How do we get out of here? Good point. Hold on. Before we step out, let me just take a look. Because if we head towards the north, we want to start looking for buried minerals is what we need. Okay, that's what we needed. Boy, been a while since I had to actually fish for them, if you will. Yeah, where is that ancient ruin, huh? Good point. It's right over there. Yeah. Yeah, you're right. My bad. Thank you. That was Demager. As usual, between you and Mr. Broat, you guys always keep me on track. Thank you, guys. Hey, Ed, Old Explorer. Good to have you here, man. That's what I'm looking for. Buried mineral. Any more around me? Any buildings? Haven't seen a lot of buildings either. We've only had a couple. Pyrite and ferrite. If we had pyrite, that would be handy. We haven't had any pyrite yet. It's none on this planet anyway. Hey, we got a double. Let me check my inventory first. Okay, good. Silver plus oxygen makes more silver. That's true. So we could do that. Hey, look what we got. I'll take them both. Why not? We just need a metal plate now. So take just a moment. That's good. We don't need much at all. So there's our silver. Gave us 250 instead of the 150. This should give us gold. And we do need more gold because some of the upgrades that we can get for it require gold. So, all right. So now I think we need a bunch of metal plates, if I remember correctly. 5 metal plates and 5 dihydrogen jellies. So we got some shopping to do. And I don't think we have any ferrite. Yeah, we don't have any. All right. So we need 250 ferrite. You know what? We don't need to scan that. According to Wiki, it's paraffinium, silver, and oxygen. Gotcha.
Toxic protection falling.
25%. Okay. Let's use the sodium. I need to find a sodium deposit someplace. They still have that problem with the mining beam. Not giving the circle. So that's another bug they'll have to just work out in whatever they go to next. Ah, yeah, we should talk about that. Seen nothing. It's been real quiet in the Hello Games area. What might be happening? Last year around this time they came out with that real creepy expedition for 2 weeks, and I don't know if they're going to do it this year. It was the first time they'd ever done something like that, so if they continue to do it, it'd be kind of weird, but... I don't no idea. Hi, Old Explorer. Already said hi to you earlier, man. Alright, we got some pure ferrite out of that. We don't quite have enough ferrite. We need 5 metal plates, so we need about 26 more. There we go. Not quite enough. Of course it isn't.
Toxic protection falling.
There we go. All right. And I want to take a look just to make sure we don't have a building nearby, because buildings could come in handy for ducking into every now and then. We do have a cave nearby, but I don't know if it's surface accessible. Doesn't look like it. Yeah, it is. Okay, good. Oh, hello. Run, Forest, run. All right, good deal. You know what? I might just do it in here. I got stuff for that. Hold on. There we go. Now we have to get our way out of here too, so we'll have to be careful. Let me see. Let's go back to that. And we'll just carve a hole. That should get us to the surface. There we go. We should be able to get the bike through there. Okay, good deal. Alright, what do we got? So let's see. So we can make that. I need 5 metal plates. I need the dihydrogen jellies. I knew I was forgetting something. Alright. Let me put down my refiner. I do want to make some more ferrite dust out of this. That way we can get it out of our inventory. And that'll give us a free spot or two in our inventory to get some dihydrogen. How much dihydrogen we got so far? 33. Okay. I don't know why I did that. Get all this before the next sentinel pops up. Come on, give me some crystals. Ah. Thought I was watching it close enough. There we go. Okay. While we're here. Nope, gotta dig for this one.
Toxic protection. Falling. Technology recharge.
All right. What's in our inventory? Okay. How much do we have? 105. Not nearly enough. Found some. So let me see, 40 at a time. So we need how many? 5 of them. So 200 dihydrogen. There's one.
Toxic protection. Falling.
Okay, is that all of it here? Oh, we got a storm crystal out of it. That's kind of a rare occurrence.
Toxic protection. Falling.
Yes, Mom.
Technology recharge.
There we go. We are going to need more later, I think. I'm going to go ahead and just grab some. We should already have enough. Okay. Is that a trader? Yes, it is. Now, we can't buy his ship from him, but we can at least trade if he's floating around. Oh, it's a traderless trader.
Toxic protection. Falling.
Trying to see if they accidentally put him in the ground, and it happens once in a while. Nope. Traderless trader is what we've got here. Yeah. That sucks. It is what it is. A trader?
Toxic protection. Stabilizing.
All right. Yep, 224. Let's make our 5 dihydrogen jellies. And how many of these we need? 5 of these, right? There we go. Okay, that should be enough. Now we should be able to make, before we do, all right, let's go ahead and make it.
Toxic protection. Stabilizing.
Let's see.
Toxic protection. Falling.
There. Just want it facing the exit there.
Toxic protection. Stabilizing.
And we get our metal plates back, and we get our silver back. So that'll be good. All right. You know what? We don't need the indium or the emerald. We should probably turn that into chromatic metal, because we need that more than we need anything else. So why don't we do that while we're here?
Technology recharge.
Indium's at a 2-to-4 ratio. I don't know why it doesn't say 1 to 2, but it is what it is. got it.
Toxic protection.
Hi, Exilus.
Stabilizing.
Good to have you here, man. You know what you reminded me of? Oh, I'm not trying to get in there. Why didn't... Oh, because it's... Well, got it. Emerald. I know what I forgot. Exilus is reminding me just by showing up. He's just showing up here and he's reminded me of something. Hang on just a second, folks. I'll be right back. Wow, so glad I turned off my camera. She's getting her sass back, you say. Let me turn my camera back on. Hold on. There we go. We're back. So yeah. This is the reason. We're going to switch back over for just a second. So here's the reason. Here you go. In October, we choose pink. Told you I'd get a shirt like this, man. So Cancer Awareness Month, folks. That's the whole reason for doing it. Just for Marani. She knows. Well, now she really knows. All right, back to it. All right, so let's see. Let me get my cursor back over here before my game decides to crash. There we go. All right, so I think we've got our inventory cleaned up now. All right, it's in disarray. Jason would definitely not approve. Why is it drop? Oh, I see why it's dropping. Okay.
Toxic protection. Stabilizing.
There we go. All right, so let's see. We got plenty of silver. I don't think we need our pure ferrite because we're not repairing any ships. I'll keep these and I'll maybe turn them into... ooh, that's good. Turn them into life support gels. Okay, and that doesn't really get us a whole lot of money, but you know, as soon as I get rid of it, I'll be like 20,000 short for a ship of some sort. There we go. Let's put you down here. Okay, that cleaned it up nicely. Let's get rid of the ammo. We don't need it. Got condensed carbon. Okay. And that's good. Okay, that should be good. I think we got enough now. Now, upgrades. Let's get to our Exocraft. Yeah, I don't know why I don't think of that. That's true. That's true. Let's see. Things I want to keep. We're going to put them in my Pilgrim. Because we're not selling these things. This will sell, and all these will sell, so we'll hang on to those. I don't know if I need that or not. I'm going to find out. Alright, let's go back to the Exocraft. So, right. Let's see. Here we go. So we're not going to cheat this. We did need a microprocessor, so go figure. We're not going to cheat this. We have to build them out. Sometimes if you just build them enough, like you get the main one and then add in the others, it'll just work. Like for instance, I can do this. I'm going to make this right now. We need a B, need an A. I think we just need the A right now. And I build that and leave it like that. I will still have access to discovering things with it. That's kind of an exploit, and I don't want to do that, so... Can't stay long, need to go do some shopping. Hey, while you're out, we need some sandwich bread and eggs, if you don't mind. Pick them up for us. Appreciate it. And just mail it. I know you're in Australia, but it'll be fine, I'm sure. Use the cycle inventory? Yeah, well, you know, yeah. I'm not much for doing cycle inventory. It is what it is. Cartier watch, please. Yes, there you go. Demager wants a Cartier watch. You can send it via me. I promise I'll get it to him as well. Yes, 100%. Do that. Do that. Cartier watch. I love it. All right, so we got the resources to build this. This is why we needed the gold. And we needed 2 batteries. We just have enough. We're in a cave, but really doesn't make a difference. All right. I think that's all I have to make for this. Now, we're looking for a ship. We can't look for anything else. Because if we look for something else, we'll no longer be able to see the ship anymore. Sorry. So what can we get with this? Trade outposts, depots, ruins, alien structures. So this will help us find the alien structure. So to find a portal. So the other thing we need to make is back to Exocraft. I think we do need the other upgrade here. So I need 2 more ion batteries and a microprocessor. 2 microprocessors.
Toxic protection. Falling.
That's because I was in the ship. I need this way. All right. So we're going to make 2 more batteries. We'll do that here, and then I got to look for some microprocessors. Mail it? By the time it gets to you, the bread will be intelligent bold, ready to take over New York. That's okay. We've already got someone in office that's like that anyway. So I'm sorry. I shouldn't have said that. I don't take sides. Keep the politics out of it. I apologize. Yep, there was a couple more jokes in there. I was going to say them, and I decided against those as well. Wow, it's amazing what pops into my head. Incredible. Anyway, Exocraft. Let's go over here, and let's just build it. And I need to get 2 microprocessors before I look for anything else. All right. We need cargo drops. Where are we? South, north. We're going this direction. Where's my treasure at? We'll head towards the treasure. That's what we'll do. Let's get in and go. I think it'll fit through this tunnel. A little bit of a tight squeeze there, but we made it. About the fastest car we've got in the game. Grab some oxygen while I'm here. And look. That's not going to help us any. Let's see. Is that cargo drop? Good. Go. Thank you for sending Exodus to the corner for that one. I threw my watch out of the window and watched time fly. Absolutely horrific. Shame on you, but we also love you, so don't worry about it. I'm short 15 chromatic metal to make the second one. And I only got 16 copper on me. Told you I shouldn't have deleted the copper. That's what happens. Ammonia. And there's going to be no copper anywhere, guys. Copper has ceased to exist on this planet now. It will never be found ever again. There's some. Okay, good. We'll go for that one. You can see I'm very, what was they said? I need a little bit of cheese with this wine, I think. Yeah. That's not what I'm looking for. I know there's a button here I can use. There, that's the button. Yes. Let's see. We won't need much. Actually, there. Medium setting ought to do it. We really don't need a ton of this. We're probably going to get most of it back anyway. Alright, that should be good. Alrighty. Copper. Yeah, I got 150 of it. What do you know? I need a good amount, though, so why not? We're going to move that over into the Pilgrim. That goes to the Pilgrim. That goes to the Pilgrim. Okay. Since we're here. Okay. Alright. That should do it. There is a No Man's Sky hoodie. Yeah, I saw that too. I really wasn't interested in that. I was thinking about getting something like that, and I was like, maybe. I'm waiting on my plushie. Alright, we got this. Let's wait for that to finish up while we're waiting. Okay, let's see what we got. No, I guess all we can do with this is look for... We can't look for any ships. So what we're going to do is we're going to look for an alien structure. And please tell me it's in the same direction. It is. How far away? 512? 224. So we'll hit it after we hit the thing there. Won't let you pick it up anymore while there's something in the hopper over here. You have to empty that out now. Gonna suck with runs where we have to use the speed runs where we have to actually use that, but that's correct. The Minotaur we are not allowed to use. And I think this is the only one that you can use that has well, they all have the ability to find alien structures, so there's that. We have to find a wrecked ship the old-fashioned way. You know, stumble across it like Jason, or if we find a tower. You know what tower I'm talking about. To search for one. And that can work too, if you're fortunate enough. Ooh, cave system. A little bit of a steep slope there. That didn't work out really well. Transmission tower, that's the word, yeah. You know, I haven't checked my saves yet to see if I can make an orbital uplink. I gotta look into that. I did the Corvette expedition. If you saw the video yesterday that I released, I did it with my brand new save. So that I'd have it, you know? I'll have to check that out. Some people told me it's possible now.
Life support power low. Technology recharge.
It's right over here. Right there. There we go. 2. And 3. Okay, what do we got? For a boat? I kind of got the idea. 740 years old. That might be worth something. 628,000. It's more than those, so that's worth it. And this is worth 211. Okay, good. Alright, so we're going to head to the monolith next. And we need to take a look around. We're going to have to get out now and then and look for buildings. Now, if we can get a portal, if we can get to a portal quicker, then we'll just head for the portal. Because the getting of a ship is optional in this particular run. Yeah, only on saves that started in the expedition. Ah, okay, well I might be screwed then. So I don't think I'll be able to get one then. But at the same time, I don't know, we'll see. They may add it in as a game mechanic at that point. Because I do have a couple saves still in the Corvette expedition, that's true. Especially my 29-minute run is still in there. Problem with this guy here is he goes through fuel like crazy, though. Should probably uninstall those things and try putting a couple mining beams in. Who won the speedrun challenge? Oh, that was me. I think I scared them all away, I'll be honest with you. Jason stopped doing it too. He was like, there's just no way he's going to get it down to 29. And Delta just kind of stopped playing. He's been doing a lot of Elite Dangerous, that was the game. And just suddenly vanished from it. And I don't think he could devote the time to it, I'll be honest. I think it's just a matter of the fact that he's got a new kid in the house, and, you know, plus another young child in the house as well at the same time. And it's just, it takes time, and you have to devote some time to be able to do these things. And I don't think he could do it. There it is. It's okay, we're almost there anyway. This will give us a rough idea, and then we can figure out what we want to do next. Thank you, appreciate that. Me and Jason have gone back and looked. We've never had a run. We've never been able to break 30 minutes in a speed run on any expedition, so that was kind of a double accomplishment for once. Alright, so this is Gek. Good. Gek, let's see, I think is it the winged creature? Yeah, okay. Just gonna shoot it. Okay. And portal. Okay, so where's our portal at? It's back the other way. 14 hours. Alright. So it's on the other side of the planet, basically, from where we're at. This is not going to be fun. We need to find a ship. We don't really have much of a choice at this point. So that's going to be kind of tough. We do have an unknown building there. I don't know what it is, but we'll find it in a minute. So we're going to have to go back the other way we came. Whoa, careful. Actually, we don't necessarily need to go the other way we came. With it being that far away, there's no way I'm going to run that far to get to the portal. So let's continue in the direction we're going at. We need to start looking for a ship. Who said 14 hours at the beginning? I don't know. That might have even been me, too, to be honest. Oh. There we go. Get another word out of that. Okay, blah, blah, blah. This is going to give us another, what do you call it? Treasure. So we'll just follow this to the next treasure. What that? And that. I see a couple of that's on there that are very interesting. And there was one this way, but I don't see anything, and one up there. That's interesting. Okay. Problem about being in one of the Exocraft too, though, is that you don't stop as often as you should to take a look around at everything. So, and you're going faster than you realize. Try for a new monolith? Oh yeah, I need fuel. My bad. And you know what? Let's uninstall that crap from my Exocraft. We don't... Yeah, I mean, that's an idea. Let me go ahead and pull that out at least. This will get us our radar if we want to find another one. But I don't think it's going to find us another portal. There's only one portal per planet. So that's a given. So, what's my... Oh, okay. There. Right, we were going to go in here and make a mining laser. Let's see. There it is. We need magnetized ferrite and 2 life support gels. We can do, I think, both of those. I think we have enough ferrite. Do it here. 1, 2. What am I missing? Carbon. My bad. Wish I could dupe that module. Yeah, I know what you mean. No duping allowed. Not allowed. No cheating. You have the flamethrower carbon-based? Dude. Yeah, Jason wrecked one of his saves that had that in it. Deleted that save. That was a shame. Yeah, we got enough. We need 50. Where are you? So I've got to stop it at the 50 mark. We don't have any pure ferrite on us. Didn't I get rid of it? Yeah, of course I did. There we go. Yeah, that's what he should have done. Ah, bum.
Technology recharge.
There we go. Okay, we're done with that. And now we can fix this. We're done. I don't think I can put the advanced one in. Yeah, we don't have the resources to do it, but it's something. And I'll get a little bit of carbon to start with, and we'll get this going here. Thanks, One Thumb. Appreciate you, man. Please hit the like button, folks. It really does help the channel. Late here, watch the rest tomorrow. No problem, Mr. Broat. Good to have you here. Thank you always for stopping by. I appreciate you, man. Set up that iPad. I'll lull you to sleep, I guess. Yeah, that was the mistake that he made. I mean, he used to back up his saves on a regular basis and stuff like that, but it was just one of those times he had gone a lot of months since his last save, last backup, and I don't think that save was in there. It was a lesson learned. It was basically all it was. Right in the middle of a stream. And it wasn't until like the next time he went to play No Man's Sky that he realized it too. And everybody was like, did he just do what I think he did? Okay. I am almost out of everything here. Let's see. Gonna get damaged here for a second. There we go. Do I have enough to make batteries? I do. I can make a couple batteries. There we go. Okay, we're good. What I should do is I should see if I can make some hazard protection in here too. We need you. Need a bunch of copper, need carbon nanotubes, and a wiring loop. Okay, not happening at the moment. So let's head towards our treasure, and let's see if we can find some things along the way. But while we're here, that's weird. What am I hitting? Is my laser not working? There we go. It's weird. The laser looks different to me. I don't know. Okay, that's a good tone to get. Hold on. That tone indicates we got a building nearby, maybe. Aha! Building. I don't know, is it me or do the mining beams look a little bit different on these? Module is called the incinerator. Yep. Okay, so here's where we are. Okay. Heading towards the area over there anyway. Let's take another look around, make sure we don't have any other buildings nearby. That's the building we're at. Okay. Hey, thermal protection. Isn't that handy? It will give me a wiring loom, though, so that's something at least. We need copper. Do we have a bunch of carbon? Because I thought it said we did for some reason. Yeah. Carbon right there. Interesting. Interesting idea. Pretty good mining beam, actually. It's faster than the mining beam I have on my multi-tool. Different color values recently. What does it take to make a toxic filter for the bike? That's what I was looking at earlier. It is actually possible. What happened? I just dropped through the ground. So we need 5 carbon nanotubes, need 160 copper, and a wiring loom. So we can do it. We can do it. Let me see how many of these. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We got that. Okay. And I just need the copper and I need the wiring loom. So if I go in here, that gives me the wiring loom. So that's 2. We just need copper now. No, just get out of the... Thank you. Is that a... I need that. For now. But we need copper is what we need. It's just a... I need this immediately, and I can get copper in a couple of minutes. Very handy to find this. Okay. Oh, we got to open the portal, too, so we definitely do need this, now that I think about it. Because you need sodium to open that. Yeah, so do I, so do I. If I can find an oxygen field, we're all set. Alright, we're in good shape now. Let's go find some copper. So where's our treasure at? Treasure's over there. Let's look for copper in that direction. Sodium, which could come in handy. Alright, let's just head towards the treasure and then we'll get out again and take a look. I think I destroyed it before I could gather it. There we go. There's an oxygen patch right over there. And it looks like I got a freighter over there too. Alright. Excellent. I asked for it and it happened. Now I just need a crashed ship. There we go. That'll get us through a portal. So between those two, that's good. I'll need some dihydrogen too, or cobalt, one of the two. And then any metals. Copper will work. So I do need a copper deposit regardless for the portal. Alright, that should do it. And let's take a look for... Not a minor settlement, 19 hours away. Sodium. Where's our treasure? That way? Okay. Ammonia. Alright. Yeah, a little bit. A little bit of luck adjacent. It went into the bike. Even though the bike's not anywhere near me, it still went into the bike. It was fine a moment ago. Jerk. Let's see. Alright. Got tritium. Okay, well, it's sort of useless to us. Okay. Well, let's go that way. I swear that I see more of the yellow atmospheres. Yeah. Yeah, those things are just like too bright. They almost hurt the eyes. They're so bright. It's weird. So. Get up there. Oh wow, like I'm bouncing across the mountains here. Wing, wing. Whoop. Yep, bounced over a cave. Bounced over some more mountains. Did I get it? Got it. Just want to gather up some carbon because this thing's going to need a charge before we get anywhere. And we should probably stop here in a second anyway. I'm stuck. Let's grab this while we're here. Alright, what do we got? There's our treasure. Copper deposit right there. Good. And copper at 145. We'll take that. Any buildings that we might have passed by. Got the shelter we visited. I don't see anything else. Alright. Yeah, I got a feeling we're gonna have some hard time finding the, finding a ship. Alright. Hey, good. More of that stuff. Let's grab it. I'll grab both. That's fine. Alright, let's see. No, I'll turn that off.
Toxic protection falling.
There we go. That's weird. I hit the H and it brings up my toxic protection, but it's not bringing up my life support. How weird. You can fire your multi-tool while in your corvette? And people kept shooting... shooting inside the anomaly. I gotcha. So they sit in their corvette and shoot people. So, got it. Make sure my PvP is off. Which actually... disabled. There we go. Just in case.
Toxic protection falling. Technology recharge.
So what we will need from this, I will need at least 120 for the portal,
Toxic protection falling.
and then 160 for the bike. So, 280. Think we got it yet? That's sodium. 274 is what we ended up with. 280. Holy crap. 120. Unfreaking believable. Alright, take a quick look. Make sure we're not near anything else. Alright, we are not. Let's go. Love it. Sonalita would be proud of you. Yes, yes, he would. Good point. Efficiency. That's what I rely on you guys for when I'm doing these runs. To keep me from going after the squirrels and stuff like that. Oh, look, a squirrel. Get on target. Pay attention to us. Yeah, there is a lot of sodium on this planet, though. There's sodium deposits as well. So, not just the flowers and stuff like that. So, if I need to get some sodium, I can stop at a deposit on the way. No, won't let me get that without the advanced. But I'll get what I can. Okay, let's go. Should probably stop for a second. Now, see, you can destroy damaged machinery, unfortunately, in the bike, or any of the Exocraft, quite by accident. Alright. Let's take a peek real quick. That's the minor settlement, right? Okay. That's our portal at 13 hours away. Ooh, we're catching up real quick now. Let's see. I don't see anything else around us. That's not true. We got a building right there. Okay. Let's get some money. Nobody stopped. Do-do-do-do-do-do.
No free slots in suit inventory.
You are correct.
Technology recharge.
There we go. We'll have to do that again in a moment anyway. Okay. Delete. Now let's open this sucker up.
Technology repaired.
Alright, that means we got something useless. 156,000, so we could probably get rid of that at some point. I am going to need more cobalt at some point, but I think we can hold off. Actually, we put some stuff in my bike, we said. I'll keep that one on me. Put that in the bike. Put that in the bike, why not? I just want to keep the oxygen for life support purposes. There we go. That's for shield, which we really don't need, but whatever. All right. Okay. Good to go. All right, let's see. So we were here. We're going to go after that building over there. Yep, I know. Got 2 stacks of O2, so one's in the bike. I can stop getting plants is what I can do. I don't really need them anymore. Yep, hello. Okay, right. All right, what happened here? Real jerky there for a second, almost like it's having trouble running. Hope it's not about to crash on me. No, I think I'm doing okay. The game is having trouble, though. Yeah, I'm actually looking at my video over there to see how things are going, and it's just the game itself. All right. Well, this is close. This isn't a tower, a transmission tower. This is an uplink, if you will. All right. So, not bad, but not exactly what we're looking for. That's that monolith I had checked out. Okay. Alright, so we have no more treasure at this point, so we're going to head in a northerly direction and just see what we can find. Hey Richie, good to have you here, man. Hope you're doing well, sir. You, your son, the family there, hope they're all doing good. I have 3 stacks of O2. Hold on. Oh yeah, look at that. Well, I'll be. I had kind of 4 stacks if you want to be technical, but not really. Let's put that there. Okay, that's good. Thank you for pointing it out. Come on, get through there. You can do this. Ooh, that's a solar. That's a solar ship. Come on, get you out of there. What in the world? That was weird. Okay, that's the unknown building. I'm sorry, I got turned around for a second there. That cave kind of threw me for a loop. Combined with the solar ship I really wanted to check out, but oh well. Okay, I think we're good enough. Let's go ahead and jump out and take a peek. Okay, got a building right there. Come on. Yeah, that's not bad. What does it give us? Strength, good. That's good. I'm not going to worry about picking up anything at the moment, so let's check out the next building. Oh, Pete's sake. These caves, they're killing me, man. Let's go up here. Alright. Alright, beacon. Beacon's useless to us right now, won't help us at all. Be a ship, be a ship, be a ship. I would love for it to be a ship. I got a funny feeling we're going to end this stream at some point and then we're not going to have a ship yet. So, but we can pick it up in next week. That's the whole point behind all this. As long as we're having fun, man. North. Finding a trading outpost isn't really going to help us. I mean, we could sell our stuff, but it's really not going to help us that much. Whoa, that was close. Sideways. Doing all kinds of tricks in this thing today. Take a quick look. You don't want to go too far because you will pass up buildings real fast and won't even realize it, so. Okay. And I'm leaving that building showing like that because by not going after the building, it might jump to the next one out. I've had that happen to me before, so all of a sudden I'll get another icon in front of me. So I'm going to try that out. Be a ship, be a ship, be a ship. We also got to listen for the music, indicating we're in a new zone. Let's see. Nothing here. Nothing, I tell you, nothing.
Protection. 40.
No ship equals no end stream. 'Tis the rules. Well, Jeffrey, I don't think my boss would be very happy if I called in saying, I'm sorry, my stream has never ended because I never found a ship. And then she'll probably say something like, well, I hope you plan on making a living out of it. I'm just gathering all these minerals up because I could probably use them. Okay. It's enough for now. We'll continue on. Okay, I think it's time to get out again. Top of the hill. And look. Building. We would have driven right past it. Alright. So, Jeffrey, just for you, we're going to try to find one there. Hey, Gunboat Willie, good to have you here, man. Just can't figure out why you didn't find a ship in the first 4 minutes. After all, Jason can. I know, I know. That's because Jason pays royalties to Sean Murray. We all know this. Alright. Not really worth my time. Enough to just get out and take a look around. Minor settlement at the 19-hour mark. I do have that. Let me go grab that. There's probably a thing in here that's going to slap me as I walk in, but... oh, there it is. Good. Health restored. Figured I'd go ahead and hit that while I was here. Alright. And we don't see any other buildings, so we're just going to continue on. Before I mentioned that HG added rounded parts, is I want to build the Oscar Mayer Wiener Mobile. Oh God. I think it's possible. Someone out there has to have done something like that. Just remember to put as much sodium in it as possible. For those of us who are on diets and can't really have those kind of things, like hot dogs. That would be pretty good. Hey, come on now. Give me a break. It is really the blessing of the pineapple pizza god. Yeah, right. Yeah, that's mine, not his. That's why he can't win the speed runs. I fuel up on pineapple pizza. That's what it is.
Fuel required.
Oh, yes, dear. Yes, I know. I also need to charge that up, too. I'll use oxygen, since we have so much of it. Actually,
Technology recharge.
I think that's a good idea. God, we don't just use carbon for those. Unknown building. Let's make sure I didn't pass any around here, though. Okay, good.
Toxic protection. 40.
I find abandoned ships going east. So you're saying I should go east? Okay, that is another tower. Alright, not a tower, but that's just, that's not a transmission tower. That's not the one we're looking for. Let me just see if there's any other buildings near here besides this one. If we can flag down that ship flying over and just catch a lift, that'll be great. I don't mind. Let's go. Let's try going east. Can't hurt. That way. East. To Japanese Dr. Peppers he's drinking? Yeah, that could be it. I agree. Or he is in an evil cult obeying dark entities. I don't know. I can't see him being part of an evil cult. The Dr. Pepper cult, maybe. I don't know. That's just... I just don't see him being that kind of guy, if you know what I mean. That is funny, though. That is really funny. Observatory. Yeah, that's the word. I know. You guys got to keep reminding me of that. I should probably get out of my ship here. Ship? Exocraft. That was the monolith that we found 40 minutes ago. Well, it's probably not as quick. Yeah, I don't see anything here. Oh, I know what we're missing. We're missing Ognum. Where's Ognum? Is Ognum in here today? Ognum's supposed to jump in and tell me which direction to go, and I'm supposed to find everything he tells me to. 7-Up Shirley Temple he had today? He had a 7-Up Shirley Temple? Really? That's a flavor of 7-Up? My kids would love that. There's a local restaurant here that has pineapple and Rocky Mountain oyster pizza. You know, I would be willing to try it. I don't mind anchovies, so, you know, I wouldn't mind doing that. I know a lot of people mind anchovies, you know, don't get me wrong, but they're just, to me, that just makes the pizza a little salty. That's about all. Doesn't really bother me. But like I said, I'll eat most anything. There are certain things I won't eat. Or at least try something once, you know? For the most part. Not always, but for the most part. Don't trust friendly people? Oh, well, should I be mean then? Hey, Tigger. Good, by the way. Good to have you here, too, by the way. I did mention that earlier. I apologize. Okay, we got another monolith right in front of me. Look at that. We'll give it a shot, but it's only going to find the same one, but I wouldn't mind doing it one more time. So, let me see here. Okay, let's get a little closer with the bike, and then we can check it. Jason's still playing Satisfactory. Let's see. We abandon the life form. You don't want to melt the ice. Don't let that thing exist. Alright, there we go. So that's all we get out of that. We can do this again, and I can do another portal request, but there you go. So it's just going to send me the same one. But worth looking at. I mean, I never have tried that before. At least I don't remember trying it. It must have been a long time ago when I've last done it, but pretty sure I don't think I've ever tried it. Alright, let's go. East. Seems I find more things on going east ley lines. Okay. And keeping in mind that the ley lines have changed a little bit. A lot of times you just have to get 2 buildings lined up and then head in a direction. You know, 2 different buildings, one further out in the distance and then the one that you just might have found. Look at that, another oxygen field. You know what we should do? This thing runs on oxygen too. We should pick up some more and just use the oxygen. Because then I don't have to get any carbon anymore since we found this. This should be more than enough to go for the rest of the run. Please tell me it doesn't take 14 hours. We'll put this in our Exocraft. So remember, we find a ship, and that's the ship we'll be permitted to purchase. We'll have a license for it, is the way this runs. We will not be able to repair the ship. We do not have the ability to do so according to the rules of the run. Oxygen, Pilgrim. Oxygen, Pilgrim. Okay, there we go. Okay. East. That matters anymore. The ley line theory, at least for me, was never valid. It always seemed to work out okay. I mean, from a programming point of view, I could understand how that might work. For the simplicity of things, rather than just have it randomly drop them all over the planet with no logic behind it, would be more practical, but let me try that again. Would be more realistic, but not practical. From a programming point of view. From a programming point of view, by actually, saying ley line here and just randomly go ahead and drop buildings along this particular path. And that would make it easy for it to procedurally generate a planet. Just checking to see if anything landed. So I could stand to drop down and sell some stuff, Alright. I love those long drops like that. You get a good look around. Pretty cool. That, don't you dare fall in that hole. Alright, that should be good. Let's take another look. To the fact that they use a grid system for populating things. So easy to see in an asteroid. Yeah, that's true. That's true. Yeah, the asteroid fields lately have been really showing it off. I don't know if that was by accident or not. But you're absolutely correct. Okay. Go! It's alright, I got a good another hour and a half in me. We're good. Got plenty of water I should drink. That's a building over there. Why didn't I see that? It's okay, you don't have to chime at me because I know there's a building there. I could see it when I was flying through the air. The greatest of ease. Alright, so this is like a factory or something, so... Alright, let's take a look. Sometimes there'll be another building within sight. Alright. Yep, don't see anything. Alright, so there's the building back there, right? And we've hit a couple other buildings on the way. So if we go along this line, according to my theory anyway, if we go along this line in that direction, we should be good. So, let me see what happens. Programming, way outside my area of expertise. I did do some programming back when I was much younger. Many years ago when I was a teenager, I did some programming. So, programming within a certain set of parameters, if you will, made things easier if you could keep things within a certain area, so that way it wasn't just scattered around. The randomness of it would cause problems on occasion. So by keeping a parameter that allowed you to put things on such things like ley lines, it would help. Building. And when I say on the ley line, it'll be just a little bit off in one direction or another. It is never perfect, so... At least that's been my experience. And I don't know what that is. Looks like, it's a drop pod. See, there's that bright light again. Isn't that weird? That's crazy. Do I really care about extra inventory space? It's a waste of resources for me right now, so I don't think I should. Another building in that direction. So this is kind of going against it. This is heading due south now. So we're kind of going away from where we need to be going, but that's okay. Let's take it. Because if we don't check out the building, it'll be that one ship that we missed. I love how they drop the plants in like that all of a sudden. Yeah, this looks like an abandoned building. Yeah. Okay. We'll look in that direction again, but I don't see anything. Alright, so I'll continue to head east and see what we find.
Toxic protection. Warning.
Let's see. I feel like I wanted to do something, and I don't remember what it is. I do want to gather up a little bit of that. Great if it gave me a few of those crystals. A little bit of dihydrogen. Let's see what we ended up with. 83 plus 24. We need a little bit more, and we'll be good. Like that. The good part about this is I don't think he'll attack me. Call in the cavalry. Yeah, I didn't think so. So 24, and we're up to 112. Good. That should be enough. We only need 120. East. Okay, take a peek. We didn't get the chime indicating a new area, but sometimes you can see the buildings without getting the chime. Nope. On our way.
Protection. Warning.
And I noticed that in the poll, by the way, that I put out earlier, that there was like one person that chose Dune. I was actually kind of surprised. I expected a little more interest, but surprised by it. I've been playing a lot of Dune lately because I've been playing on the same server as Jason, Zane, Bob, Survival Bob, that is, Beeblebum, Heather Silvermist, Golden Geck, and A-Train. And I'm trying to get myself leveled back up because I have another save where I have I think I'm like level 180 on a different server. And yeah, I got to get this guy leveled up. I've got him up to about the 40s right now, but I've got to get to a little bit further than that to catch up to them a little bit. There's no way to cheat it either. You have to play by the rules. They've got all that anti-cheat crap in their game, so you got to be careful. I put the poll out, Tigger, not on the not the beginning, but it's just in one of my posts. I put it out. Every Tuesday I put out a post called Traveler Tuesday, the Tuesday Traveler Update. And in this case, I put out a poll for it and said, hey, what do you guys want to do? Since the expedition is over, we can do whatever you want, you know, and gave a couple options and stuff like that. So, you know, Jason will get like thousands of votes, but then again, he's got 100 times more subscribers than I do, so is what it is. But still, it gives, at least it puts a little bit of a finger to the pulse of everybody to see what you guys are wanting to see. It's not necessarily always what I want to play. So I was flexible. I'm allowed to be like that. Where? There's nothing here.
Warning.
All alone. By myself. Whee. I do like the bike. I am going to find a way to get one of these guys on my Corvette. I know somebody else has already figured it out, glitched it on there somehow, but I want to get one of these on my Corvette. And then just take off while in space, while pulsing, stand on top of the Corvette and just sit there on my bike. That'll be pretty cool. Corvette mission was way ahead. Yeah, I noticed. I mean, last night when I went to bed, it was like, all right, well, the Corvette mission's getting a lot of pluses here for the abandoned Corvette run. So, you know, we're probably going to be doing that, but I was like, you know what, I'm going to hold off on this and just leave it up in the air for now, because you never know what happens by morning. Yeah, it was great. Glad I waited. Glad I waited, because so many people voted for the Stranded run. I do like a Stranded run. It is pretty cool, and it's getting back to the core of, you know, No Man's Sky mechanics and stuff like that. And then we always hope that, you know, we get some people in here that have never played No Man's Sky or are very brand new to the game. And I mean, I like helping people, so for me, it's like, whoops, that was an animal. It's okay. He'll get up. He'll just shake it off. He'll be fine. But then we can help people with the mechanics of it and everything like that and explain things. It's pretty cool. I like doing that. All right, so we've gone pretty far east here. I don't think we're getting very fortunate in finding anything. Yeah. May need to change direction at some point. And we definitely needed Ognum, and he never showed. It's a shame. I make that joke because every time Ognum shows up, we always start finding the things that he claims that we should have found, you know. Paul, I told you to go west. Go west. Okay, I'll go west. Well, why wasn't this there before? I wonder if we should hit the freighter. What will I find there? I might find some items that will be expensive. Do have inventory space to do that. Might be worth it. Really? Hold on. It's not just the freighter that we found. We found that. Can't tell. Let's check that out first. This may be a moot point. Might just be a little campsite or something, but I just want to make sure it isn't a crash ship, and I'm not seeing any smoke, so yeah, just a little campsite. All right, worth a shot. Worth a shot, because you never know sometimes. All right, let's go to the freighter. Angus, have a great evening. Hope you sleep well, my friend. Thank you for staying up so late with us. I appreciate you, man. Sleep fast, sleep well. Okay. Get away from that. We'll start inside because of that. Okay.
Toxic protection. Falling.
It's falling. It should be stabilizing. There we go. Industrial joint. We just got a Corvette part, man. That's pretty cool. That never happens. That's awesome. Just got to break through. Polyfiber, cool.
Radiation protection. Falling.
There we go. No, I got a certain order I go in, that's all.
Radiation protection.
So that's 4.
Falling.
And we got 2 more over here. One over here and one the other way. What? How many steps of failure? Yep, I know. Weird, that's strange. Got some more acid. That's always helpful. There's a lot of jokes there. I'm going to leave all of them alone.
Toxic protection. Falling.
Of course. Perfect timing.
Protection. Falling.
Yeah, let's use them. Alrighty, so we got some stuff. There's our bike. There we go. Okay, so we're going to go back east. Just make sure there's no buildings anywhere right here. That's our 19-hour away. You notice it's further away now. That's interesting. Okay. Off we go. That's strange. We losing anything here? It says my chat disconnected for some reason. With the acid and the nutrient ingester, maybe you see a crashed ship. Oh, I might see all kinds of neat stuff. Alright, let's stop here for a second and take a look. Without putting it in a nutrient ingester, which I actually probably have... Yeah, I should have the recipe for. That's interesting. I wonder, do I have...
Protection. Warning.
Just looking. Yeah. Just curious as to see what we had in there. Nothing special. East. You know what's interesting is I found 2 observatories, I found 2 monoliths, and a host of other buildings and stuff like that, but I have not found a transmission tower. Which would be very interesting why I can't find one, but it is what it is. That's interesting. I'm gonna have to check out my chat on my phone here because the chat on my computer suddenly decided to stop working. What in the world is that? Oh, tell me there's a Corvette workshop terminal over there. That's fantastic. That's hilarious.
Toxic protection. Warning.
No, nothing out here. Okay. Music. It's weird. Let me try something here real quick. I don't know if it'll work. Let me get out of my... There we go. Okay, got the chat to start working again while we're here. Oh, okay. Yeah, for some reason OBS just decided my chat needed to stop. It's really weird. But if that's the weirdest thing that happens, awesome. I can handle that. Run them over. Run them over. Run over those plants. I don't like those plants at all. Nope, disconnected again. Fascinating. I blame OBS. Wonder why. Let's see. Nope, got no lost frames or anything like that. It just decides it doesn't want to work anymore. So I will just use my phone to check out the chat. We're on a hill. Still see nothing. Come on, let's get some buildings here, man. Anything will do. Yeah, whatever. That's pretty cool. See which way they go.
Technology recharge.
I mean, we weren't keeping pace with them, but this thing's pretty fast. Okay, going to the right. So that's where I'm probably going to find what I'm looking for. That storm really wants to get me. So I'll get out between storms and see if I can't see anything. Nothing. Alright. Moving on. APG's been going over. Yeah, I know. I've been hearing about that too. Not just him. There's been a couple people having trouble with it. The stream died for you? 0 frames dropped so far out of 234,000 frames. So maybe I should start blaming YouTube. Looks fine for you? Good deal. Good deal. Gary, I don't know what to say, man. You probably had to reset it, I'm assuming. That's happened to me before. I'll get like an error while I'm watching someone stream, and I have to reset the stream. Refresh the window, if you will. I don't know why this thing has brake lights. It's not like I use them. Might as well put directionals on it too while you're at it. Hey there, funky looking animal. I'm going to make a left up here at the cactus. Blink, 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 blink. Or maybe they're just afraid that because I'm so old, I'll just turn the directional on and it'll just stay on. Guy's been turning for 12 miles. What the heck? No buildings anywhere. Apparently we're in that void on the planet that has no buildings. And condensed carbon. Yay! Good here too. Yeah, there's no traffic. Who are the lights for? You have to use hand signals. Let me see. No, I can't use emojis while emotes while I'm in the emotes while I'm in the Exocraft. I mean, imagine if you had a an Exomech, the big mech, and you could start dancing with it. That would be great. That would be good times. Let me see here. Come on, give me a building. Give me something. Not that one. All right. Maybe we should start heading to the north and just see what happens, because I think our eastern venture is not working now. We need to find something. Someone just flew over. It's a lone ship. Lone Star. We can only use the Schwartz. Brilliant. So I thought east was the answer. Hey, no, it could have been. You don't know. I might have just turned north just for the heck of it, and been like just one more unit away from finding everything, like 3 ships all sitting right there waiting for me. Get up here and take a look around. Doo-doo. Got meteors falling. No. Nothing this way either, so it's not necessarily a direction, just we're in a dead zone, I suppose. It also kind of throws the whole ley line theory into disarray. Whoa, okay, that was weird looking. Whee! Plus, being on top of a mountain like that too does have an effect on whether you can find things easier. So getting down into the plains, or the valley if you will, you can usually find buildings a little easier, but doesn't necessarily it's going to happen for us.
Technology recharge.
That's another thing. I haven't found any trade terminals. That's another thing we haven't seen. I mean, I don't know. Oh. That means we're in a region that has a building in it. Let's take a look. Building. It's a transmission tower. Yes. Alright, so north in this case did help us out a little bit. So, all right, let's get the guesses going. How far away will the ship be? Will it be an hour? I can't put a poll in because my chat's not working right now. 3 hours? Anybody for 6 hours? Let's find out, guys. Let's take a look at this. You think one gunboat? I'm hoping so, man. 1 hour will be a lot nicer. I can handle that. It's always, the answer is always 720, so. On the first one, anyway. Okay, so it looks like we're going to be heading north still, maybe? On another planet. Hold on, hold on. 3 hours. Who just said 3? Raz, you were right. 3 hours away. By foot. How far away by Pilgrim? Let's find out, shall we? I'll give it to you, though, Raz. Less than an hour. What time is it? Perfect. We have ourselves possibly a ship. Now, we can't take the ship, but it gives us a license to fly. So we just have to buy a ship of that type. Let's hope it's not a hauler. And you guys can discuss that now. What kind of ship will it be? Will it be a fighter? Exotic? A solar? It's going to be a squiddy, right? It'll be a squiddy. Bingo! Now, I'm not going to give up and, you know, just say that this is the only one we're going to find. We are going to be getting out of this bike every now and then and taking a look around. Because every now and then, I mean, I had that happen on another run. I was going for a ship that was maybe a couple hours away. Look at that, an archive too. Go figure. That was a couple hours away, and it turned out that I ended up running right into a crashed ship. Not physically, of course. Alright. So we can stop by the archive and sell some stuff at least. Then we get an idea of how much money we'll have. I got my son working on my Discord channel, and I keep trying to convince him, can you work on my Streamlabs while you're at it? You ever try doing this? Hey, should be able to go anywhere, right? We'll sell them to you, why not? Stop that. Sell. I'm gonna get rid of the polyfiber, glassy bulbs. I'll keep the jade peas. We can get rid of that. Unstable gel, acid. Don't want to put that in the nutrient processor. No. Gek relic, storm crystal, the lost marsh root bulbs. Okay, got it. Coordinator. The coordinators? Not coordinates. Coordinators. Interesting. All right, and the salvage data. I think that's it. And the industrial joint, 350,000. Wow, that's pretty good chunk of change for that. All right, good deal. So what are we up to? Almost 4 million. So we do need to pick some stuff up because we're not going to find a ship for 4 mil. We might be able, if this is a shuttle we find, we might get lucky, and we can probably find a shuttle for like 5.5, something like that. So we'll have to pick up some money, if you will, along the way. All right, good deal. This chart, what does it give us again? No, I'm not going to do it. What'll probably end up happening, if I do it and I run the chart, it might get rid of the find that we just made. So I'm going to hold off on that. Let me just take a quick look around, make sure we don't have a building near here. Sometimes there is. Okay, we're good. YouTube's been having fits all night long. Hey, Hillbilly Tech, good to have you here, man. It's not just YouTube. YouTube, if you notice that a lot of your names and stuff like that, it looks like it's actually working fine for you guys, but a lot of people have had names that have had the @ sign in front of them all the way down the chat on certain streams. Very weird. I don't know what's going on. And Twitch, gosh darn it, Twitch was having some fits as well. Actually, while we're here, just take a look. C-Class for 8.6. That's actually kind of a more expensive one. Hey, there's the solar ship we were talking about. Would you get off the screen? 6.6 million. I can't buy it, but I want to check it out real quick. It's not bad. Good looking ship, nice colors. Okay, and oh, look at those sails. It's got purple sails on it, man. That's pretty cool. Good looking ship. Anyway. Aliens! Yeah, you'd say that. Alright, looks good. Nothing else here. I just wanted to see what the prices of the ships were going for. Yeah, Twitch was having a weird thing as well. I know that Zane was having issues with it, and it was showing like 77 people were watching at one point, and all of a sudden you see the numbers go brrr, drop down to like 26, and brrr, go up to 42, and brrr, drop down to 18, and it was going up and down and up and down. Every like 10-15 seconds it was going up and down, up and down. So something's going on. There's a lot of crap going on right now. I blame Microsoft not supporting Windows 10 anymore. It's their fault. No, Ed, the way this, if you look at the rules in the description area, I can't buy a ship yet. I have to find a crash ship first. If I want to get a ship, that is. I can go straight to the portal if I want. I can go straight to that portal and just drive there the whole way. The portal's 3 hours away by bike. But if I want to fly there, I will literally have to find a crash ship first, which gets me what's called a license. So I carbon copy the license from that ship and allows me to fly that type of ship. And then, and only then, can I find that ship, not necessarily that type. If it's a shuttle, I just can fly any shuttle at that point. But then I have to go to a trading post or an archive like that and purchase that ship in order to fly it. But I can't repair the ships. Boy, those storms are really getting annoying. Another drop pod. Okay. That's alright. Take another quick look. Just make sure there's not another building nearby. Because like I said, I might run into a building that turns out to be a crashed ship before we get to the one we're looking at. So. If you find a stranded pirate and bury him, can you steal their... I actually, you're not going to believe this, I did actually ask Beeblebum that in a stream one time. I said, if we get rid of the pilot, can we just, like, you know, take his ship? You know, steal it? And, you know, I got that very, very disapproving look from Beeblebum on that one. Kind of like the, oh, Paul, what were you thinking? You know, I was afraid he was either going to ban me or send me to my room. I don't know which one's worse. But, it was funny. It was pretty funny seeing the look on his face. Like, you know, no, you can't do that. He was playing, was it Valheim today? I think he was playing Valheim on the B-side, on his channel, the B-side. So, of course, I jumped in there and said, Beeblebum, it's so great to see you. I'm B-side myself. Boy, did I get an eye roll from that one. I got a really, really bad eye roll from him on that one. Jason's fault. Oh, of course. The problems are because Jason streams for so long. Yeah, he's using up all the... He's using all the internet up. That's what he's doing. I swear, if he raids over here, I'm going to say something to him about that. Do we want to give that a shot? I don't know what I'll do. It may not find the ship we're looking for. We do know that the ship is that way, right? Just to the right of the portal, 3 hours away. If we try to find another ship, I don't know if it will or not. No, it won't. It won't find us another ship. It will tell us that it's already got a ship down there, so it's not going to work. I know that already. So, Works for you? Love it. Clogging up the tubes. Yeah, if he raids over here, we'll have to rib him for that. Jason, you were streaming so long that the internet was slowing down for everybody. Okay, you have got to stop streaming that long. You keep that up, and I will call your wife and I will tell her to drag your butt out of there and just unplug your internet. Okay? You should have an allowance. God love the guy. He's got such a great sense of humor, too. I could rib him all day, and he never gets upset with me. At least I don't think so. Oop, oop. I got a message on there. Who did I get a message from? Oh, she can't be done yet. I got that, too. Oh, okay, got it. No idea what the heck that is all about. Moving on. Love when you get messages on your phone, you have no idea what they're all about. Very weird stuff. Is ElanPaul voodoo doll? It explains the pains I have in my, no, never mind, I can't tell you that. This is a family stream. Let's see. Photo mode helps you get a quick look around something. Quick look around from height. That's how I found most of crash ships. Just a thought. It's not a bad idea, though. You should be able to see them from, you know, here. What I could do is do that, and then just do the pullback. Set it to a hotkey, and I can do the pullback while I'm driving. That'd make for a nice picture, you know. I'm gonna have to try that sometime. And then take a look. But like I said, you should be able to see. Isn't that weird? It must be the clouds that are interfering with it or something. Keep all these weird lighting patterns. It's not a bad idea, though. True, Gary, or Gra, I should say. I mean, nothing is randomly picked a claimable crash ship. Oh, you know what? I didn't even think about this. And this particular ship that it may have found us, it may not be abandoned. I didn't even think about that. So we could be doing this. Yeah. Well, let's hope for the best, guys. Let's hope for the best.
Toxic protection.
That's all we can hope for. You know what that is? That light spot you see on the ground over there, that's a magnifying glass. Just trying to go on a slightly different track. I just wanted to get on a different different line, if you will. That's almost as good as photo mode right there. Let's take another look. Ah. Bum. Got a beacon. There's another building right in front of us.
Toxic protection. Falling.
Okay. Those plants, they get me every time. It's Sean inspecting you. Yeah. Hey, trade ball. Not that I have anything to trade. Yeah. Because I haven't been picking up anything. There we go. Take another look from up here just to make sure I'm not missing anything. Debris. Got it. Debris, I know. I like to call it debris. So we got 3 buildings right within a few moments of each other, really. That's kind of weird. Yep, got the magnifying glass on us right now, man. Look at that. I'm burning! That heat protection would have been very handy right about now. So I think before my next stream, I'm going to have to fix, yeah, my butt, I'll be able to fix it. Work on Streamlabs a little bit more. Like I said, I want my son to work on it because he got Discord, my Discord channel all cleaned up and looking a little bit better than it has been in a while. But I figured, hey, you know, he's the right guy to do it. I just ran over an animal right in front of them. So, that happens. Many fellow games devs played practical jokes on each other by adding things to the game that only they can see. Or that only certain people could see. That would be even better. It would really screw with people too. And we'd be posting pictures of stuff we found in game, and people would be like, what in the world are you talking about, man? You photoshopping, you know? Using AI to make crap up? What's going on here? Really be messing with people. Then they go back to go find that same item and they can't find it. Let's see if we get music here. Like crash ships? Oh, shut up. Now, it would have been funny if I came over the rise and there was a crash ship there. Like an NPC in a space station could randomly look like Sean Murray. That would be awesome. That's a great idea right there. Shopping is done and within budget. Oh, great. When can I expect the eggs and the sandwich meat, the sandwich bread to arrive? And don't forget the watch. Oh, we're in another region. Okay, let's go ahead and stop for a second. Take a look. Alright, unknown building, but we've also got a sentinel there. Now, on the off chance it is a sentinel pillar, we got another one right here. Crap. We're going to pick that one, but I'm going to head over to that one. Because if it's a sentinel pillar, we can shut them down. It is not. It is a factory. Okay. Alright, so I won't worry about that. Let's go back to the other building. We're finding buildings. That looks like a plaque or a monolith. One of the two. It is a plaque. Yep, plaque it is. Okay. Now the building right in front of me. Alright, so we found the area that has lots and lots and lots of buildings all of a sudden. Okay. And it is a communication tower. Alright. Get out again, take another look. Nothing at the moment. Moving on. Thing is that as slow as we're moving, if we just head directly to the ship, we could be there at 45 minutes, but I keep delaying and checking other things out, so in the hopes that we find another ship, but we'll see what happens here. Can't send the eggs, customs won't let it through. Sandwich spread, I could take a crew over San Francisco by the time it got there, and your watch set on Australian time. Okay. Alright. I'll let you off the hook this time. Just mail me a check. Which would wait in customs for about 3 weeks. Never mind. let's see. Yeah, let's go up here. Okay, that's good. Out of the ship. Out of the bike. Off the bike. Whatever. Well, it's out, I guess. It's an enclosed bike. Okay. Now we're in the buildingless lands. 45 minutes. Appreciate you all being here too, by the way. I know I probably say that many times, but it's what makes this fun, man. It's having you all here too. Alright, let's take a look. Let's see. No more buildings. Okay, let's go. We used to have pen pals overseas. One of them sent her some seeds. When my wife got the letter, there was a small note inside saying, "Customs, hey, customs here. Hey, we are sorry, but we can't allow those in." How the hell they even detected the seeds is a mystery. Maybe they started growing on the way over. No, but I kind of understand that. Because if it's seeds of plants that are native to another region, it can actually cause a problem. You could be introducing pollen and stuff like that into an ecological area, to an area that would ecologically could be bad for that whole area. So could cause problems for the bugs, could cause problems for flora, fauna, anything. So yeah, I can understand them saying no. But yet they'll let alcohol in, so go figure. Invasive species, yeah, that's it. That's what my daughter said too. Assessment is written on biodiversity prevention, correct. I remember when living in Florida, we have some beautiful pine trees there, and they were actually Australian pines. Beautiful, very tall, very lovely looking. But they found that what was happening is they were sucking up, and you have to understand that Florida being as it is, how it's situated and everything like that, it didn't have the best water tables in the world to begin with, even though you were surrounded by ocean. Relied on rain and things like that, but the trees were sucking up so much of the moisture in the ground that it was actually causing problems with the water table. And that's when they realized that, wait a second, these things aren't even supposed to be here, hence the name. Oh, wow, talk about timing. So I remember that with the Australian pines, that was a big thing. Over there. What's that? Hold on a second. It's okay you get distracted while playing this game. It really designed to satisfy our HD. Oh yeah, we found. You get distracted while playing this game. It's really designed to satisfy our ADHD and OCPD or OCD, if you will. Not to mention being the home of Florida Man. Yeah, it's one of the places I'm from. I was originally from New York, lived there for 14 years, and then moved to Florida and lived there for about 20. Before we moved up here to this Kentucky area, which I've been here for about 20 years now, so. Hence the reason why my accent doesn't sound like I'm from Kentucky or Florida, for that matter. So a lot of icons on the screen. Give me half a second here. All right. Okay, on our way. Bob Stupak's Vegas World. Good to have you here, by the way. We have a nice Russian star thistle in Northern California. Plays hell with MTB tubes. Yeah. I can't even begin to imagine. You thought you heard some New York City there. Yeah, well, my parents are from Brooklyn originally, so... what, 4th generation, I think? Yeah. Yeah, on both sides, now that I think about it. Mom and dad's side. Pretty sure. Though my wife has, can count her ancestry all the way back to the Mayflower, so... Whether that's a good thing or not, I don't know. It's up to you. What was it Mel Gibson said in that movie? It's their fault for being on our land before we got here. Yeah. Hey, more sodium. And the people of Walmart. We call the people of Walmart, we call them Walmartians. I can't claim to have been part of that crowd, but I do know that early in our marriage, before children, BC, if you will, we used to go to Walmart, you know, when it was open 24/7, and we just wander around, and mainly to see what kind of people, other people, would wander around Walmart. We were just, you know, t-shirts, jeans. We didn't have anything special going on. You know, no one would really look at us, and sometimes we pick up a couple things and then head on out, but there's been times it's like, man, I cannot believe you left the house looking like that. But then again, we were people watchers. We used to spend a lot, because we lived in Florida, we spent a lot of time at Disney World. Kind of surprised someone today when I told them, you know, Disney World down in Orlando, we were like an hour and a half away from the place. So we would get resident passes and just, you know, Saturday afternoon, hey, you want to go to Disney? Okay, sure. Where do you want to go? You want to go to Epcot? You want to go to Magic Kingdom? Where do you feel like going? Let's go to this park today. Okay. And most of the time we'd go there, we'd find a nice little cafe or, you know, coffee bar or something like that, and just hang out one at the table, sipping some coffee and watching all the parade of people going past. We were people watchers, so imagine what's going through their mind, things like that. Yeah, there was a People of Walmart website. I wouldn't be surprised if there still was one at some point, but looks like we got debris here. Can't fly that out of here. Really, can you just give me a ship before I get to my ship? Anyway. It says 2 hours, but in this, 37 minutes. I'm getting to the point, once we get to like about the 20-minute mark, it's like, all right, forget it. I'm not going to bother looking anymore. Let's just go there. Because the stopping and going and the stopping and going is what kills it. There might still be. Yeah, you're right. There might still be. It'd be worth actually taking a look at. The thing I've got to be careful of sometimes is I'll be going to places like I don't know if you guys have them where you're at, wherever you are in the world, the United States, if you will, like a half-price books, and it's just a discount bookstore of, you know, books that you can trade in. And let me see, what do we got? Let's use condensed carbon this time. You know, you can trade in old books that you don't need anymore, and they have used books on the shelves and stuff like that. So, nice place to go. But it's also a haven for people on social media to go into the back corner of the store and do stupid things for social media. And I can't tell you how many times I've been wandering through the store, because in those areas of the store is where the real discounts are. You know, clearance sections and stuff like that. So you head back there, go grab some clearance, and there's someone standing back there doing something really stupid in front of their cell phone. And it's just like, come on, man. Go out in the middle of a park or somewhere in the backwoods and do that. But part of the, you know, part of the pull is doing it in a public place, so it is what it is. It's too bloody expensive, is what I hear. Yeah, could be. Yeah, you did that. It is too bloody expensive. They've gotten even more expensive now, but when you get a Florida resident pass, it's a special pass that's only for Florida residents that you can purchase. Look at that beacon. I didn't even see it. It's only available to Florida residents. You have to be able to prove that you're from Florida. You know, that you have a Florida, say, license or something like that. And at that point, you can purchase the pass in different types of varying degrees. There was a 365-day pass, but those were extremely expensive. Good for any day of the year, anytime you wanted to go. Or you can get the one that was like blackout dates. And we used to get the one with the blackout dates because those blackout dates, you didn't want to go anyway. You know? You honestly, you don't want to go there during Christmas or right in the middle of Thanksgiving. They had all the parades going on, and that place would be packed to the rafters, man. You'd be like elbow to elbow with everybody in the park. And you want to talk about a haven for bacteria and anything else that could get around. That was it. And it was just annoying. You couldn't go down any rides. The place was so busy. It was just ridiculous. So, best times to go. Probably October is usually a good time. November, a week or two before Thanksgiving, is a good time to go. January, definitely a good time. But if you get, once you get into February, you start getting into not only spring break for some places, which is a bit early, but they also have a lot of the schools have trips there for special concerts for kids in school and stuff like that they go there for. My daughter went to one of those one time, so kind of know about the timing of those. But this time of year, this is a great time of year. You can go during the Food and Wine Festival over at Epcot. Really, really cool. You know, you got Epcot has what they call the World Showcase Lagoon, which is a big round circle, and each of the different countries are represented. Not all of them, obviously, but several countries are represented there. The first one you come to going to the right is actually England. And they have a Rose and Crown pub there and everything like that. They import the Guinness and the Harp and all the other beers there. You can get a yard of beer if you want. Really cool, good stuff there. Good taverns and stuff like that they have there, and a lot of nice decorations. They got a nice. It's really pretty. And you work your way around. I think Canada's next, and then followed by France, if I remember correctly. There's one more in there. I don't remember what the other one is. And then, of course, at the top of it, of course, obviously, is the United States. But the Food and Wine Festival, each of the areas has special foods and wines from those countries. And they have samples and stuff like that. You pay a discount and everything like that, and you get samples of the different wines and the different types of product and foods, pastries, things like that. I always said that you get about halfway around that whole lagoon. By the time you get to the other half, you don't remember the other half. So, you know, the next day you go there, you start at the other side, which is Mexico, if I remember correctly. Mexico, then China. Japan is actually very pretty. They did a great job on the Japanese pavilion. That's a dig site. I didn't even see that before. Yeah, it's a dig site. Bones. And we got an unknown building there. We'll check that out. Alright. Cool. You know, I wonder what the bones cost here. They're usually only $75,000, but it's worth taking a look at. Let me see, it's over there. Just check it. And I shouldn't have to dig it out. Ancient tailbone. 72,000, yeah, that's what I thought. It's not really that much. Yeah, I was headed towards the ship. Wasn't I headed towards the ship? I thought I was headed towards the ship. Another region. And that is another factory. Okay. Okay, let's take a peek. I thought I was headed towards the ship. Was I going in a different direction while I was yapping? I don't remember going in a different direction while I was yapping. Yeah. Right there. Oh, there's that solar ship again. That seems to be very common. You know what? Hold on a second. I thought it might have been a pirate system for a moment. That would have been something, right? Starting out in a pirate system would have been pretty cool. But pirates would be attacking the whole time we were on the planet, so... Yep, I'm heading towards it. Yeah, I gotta find an abandoned ship, unfortunately. Towards the building to the right of the ship? Did I miss something? Can't spawn in into an outlaw system? I wondered about that, Gary. Thank you. hard to see anything from up on top of these hills unless it happens to be close, but nothing here. Yeah, even if a trader stops in and he has a ship there, I can't do anything about that. We were talking about that earlier. Boing, boing. Fuel required.
Fuel required.
Told you. Let's use some oxygen. We are going to have to actually get some stuff soon. Hopefully, yep, but we're under a half hour towards it. And then we have to purchase one. So that's going to be fun. So we might be ending our run tonight with getting to this ship. We will see. Your voice? It was annoying and gravelly. I didn't like it at all. I'm kidding. I'm kidding. Just messing with you, man. You can't set yourself up for those kind of things, okay? Let me be clear. I am sarcastic by nature. It is part of my genetics. Not just because of where I'm from, but because of who I am and who my parents were. And no, Mom doesn't count. Now that I think about it, she's very naive and we can fool with her all the time. And that actually might lend to us being able to do the things that we do. Anyway, that's not important. Yeah. I understood you perfectly fine, regardless of your very strong Australian accent. I had no problem with it. I can understand just about anybody with just about any accent, if they're speaking English, of course. Which is very strange to me. Except for people from... Look at this. Look at this. Except for people from the Cajun country. It's a ghost base computer. Look at that. In the wild. A wild base computer, ladies and gentlemen. Take a picture.
Toxic protection.
Doesn't happen very often. That's a very rare occurrence that you run across things like that. And it will not show up on any scan. When you're looking around like this, you won't be able to see it. So that's pretty cool. Speedrunning Stranded? Ah, not really. we're doing the Stranded run, but I'm definitely not speedrunning. Sassing me is Marani's job. Well, no. Don't worry about it. I am very, very certain I have received permission from her on more than one occasion to sass you as often as we want and send you to the corner when we need to. So, and I dare you to defy that, to disagree with me on that one. You know, in the end, Exilus here, you know, this whole community we have here, and it's not No Man's Sky in particular, and I've said this a couple times before. The gaming community seems to be a very select group of people who are not only exceptionally intelligent, they are usually very kind, very considerate individuals who all have similar interests and all actually give a crap about each other and are kind in many ways. It makes it for a great community, great chat. It doesn't make a difference what game you play or who you are. We will sass each other to nobody's end and we will enjoy it. So, sass away. Never seen one of those before, Ras? Yeah, I know. You run into those every now and then. That was a rare occurrence. That's why I said take a picture. You're not going to run into that again. Whoa, that was close. By the way, if this guy gets stuck in a cave, you have to dig your way out. You're not allowed to recall it. That's part of the rules. Check them out. How did you come about the bike? In the rules description below, if you check it out, it actually, you are permitted to make an exocraft. It's normally written to do the roamer, but I've never liked... It's not that I don't like the roamer. The roamer can be pretty cool in its own right. But, oh, looks like we've got an unknown building that popped up in front of me. Let's check it out. But I prefer the Pilgrim because it is faster. So, we should get the chime in a moment. There it is. Indicating we've gone to another region. It usually means it's a regular building, though. As predicted. Whoops. Talk about landing right on top of it, huh? Oh no, Sean's looking at me again. I don't know, Sean. I'm not here, man. I don't know what you're talking about. Alright, nothing here. How far we got? 25 minutes. I ought to just start making tracks straight towards it, call it a day, rather than trying to look for another ship and then hope for the best. Did she now? I can look back at another stream, I guarantee you, in the early days especially, as she told me I could do that anytime I wanted to obviously give you crap, because you deserved it. Even if you didn't deserve it, you deserved it. And for her sake, I will do so. Just for her, I will do so. Let's put it that way. Boy, this thing just guzzles fuel, doesn't it? What should we use this time? Let's use some more condensed. There we go. Oh, got there too quickly. Okay, let's see. Yeah, there's that solar ship again. Crazy. Very, very weird. What was the ship icon over to your left? That is for building corvettes, sir. That's a Corvette workshop terminal in the space station. When was the last time you played Hillbilly? Have you seen the corvettes that people are building now? Nothing there. Just the trade terminal again. 22 minutes and 22 seconds. Take one more peek. Alright, we're gonna start making a beeline there. We're not gonna stop anymore. I think that's it. We're at the 20-minute mark, and if there's something to be found, we need to find it. We need to get to the ship. Ah, crap. Hate when that happens. One Thumb, you have a pleasant evening, my friend, and I really appreciate you being here. Thank you very, very much. And they released them, yes. Ran the expedition. Oh, well, you did. Okay, good. So you know about the corvettes and all these crazy things people are building with them. It's absolutely amazing. Radiant pillar icon? Possibly. Possibly. Alright. Anytime I get into the air like that, I'll take a look around, but I'm not stopping anymore. Of course, it tells me there's something nearby. Darn you! Is it over here? It is over here, and it's a minor settlement. Of course it is. That was weird. That little puff that came in there almost looked like there was a ship about to land there, and that hasn't happened in an age. Wow, nice. That could come in handy. How much is this thing? Yeah, definitely buying this. Because that upgrade would come in really handy. And it's got 2 supercharged slots on it, so you know what? There. And that will give us the ability to... I just got to move my terrain manipulator over. So we can actually start making money. I didn't trade it in. Oh, I did trade it in. You dimwit. I wasn't trying to trade it in. Let me just get the terrain manipulator put back in. And how many do we need? 2? That's okay. Should be able to do it. There. Okay. Good. Why not, right? That's cool. So when we get to a point where we are going to buy a ship, we need money, we can just start scanning the crap out of everything that we haven't scanned yet and make some extra money. Alright, let's go. That was handy. Squirrel! Shut up. This turned out to be a very good squirrel, though, okay? Yeah, it worked out. It worked out. Or turn out to be a functional box. Well, you ought to check out the shorts. Go to my channel, if you will, Hillbilly, and check out the shorts section and look at the flying brick I made. I made a literal red brick, complete with holes. 6 holes in the brick. That was my achievement. I also made a Spaceball ship as well. Oh, for crying out loud. Lone Star's ship. The Flying Winnebago. I called it the Eagle 6. I couldn't take Eagle 5. I've probably driven past like 4 crashed ships by now. On purpose, you know. Yep, the Eagle 6 is what I called it. It's the Eagle 5 is from the movie, yes, but I called mine the Eagle 6. Okay, it says it's 17 minutes away. I don't think my wife will be off work then. So I don't know. You'll see. But I can't make this thing go a little bit faster. Love it, love it, love it. Oh yes, I did get kicked out of the Nexus. Let me see, what else happened? I got kicked out of a space station is what happened. I started to park my ship and or come into the space station. It came to the spot, was about to start landing, and then it not only kicked me backwards back out of the space station, but circled me around to the back. And I was literally, then it landed me and I was literally sitting in space behind the space station. Like it was too embarrassed to bring me into the station. Yeah, got another area that possibly has a building somewhere. I'll see it right in front of me. Well, I'm gonna look because I can. Yep, I think we passed it by so far that it doesn't make a difference at this point. Okay. Oh well, moving on. 14 minutes. Faster. Oh, hello. that out. We are actually running low on oxygen, believe it or not, finally.
Toxic protection falling.
And we can use this for the last couple fuel pumps to get us to the wreck. Will be multiplayer only. They haven't made any statements about Light No Fire since 2023, and the quick excerpt he mentioned about using technology that they're using in No Man's Sky for, you know, for testing out for Light No Fire. So no, I don't think he's mentioned anything one way or the other. The thing is that where'd my ship go? How did I get turned around completely like that? That was weird. Very strange. Thing about Light No Fire is that I think you can do either. It will be, the whole area is going to be multiplayer. I think it's going to be, what's the word I'm looking for? Think of it like Lord of the Rings Online. Think of it more like that, where there's all kinds of people playing. You're always multiplayer, but you don't have to choose to group up with anybody. You can play solo if you wish. I think that's what it's going to be like. So, yeah, open world. It's definitely, Ross. It's definitely open world. Light No Fire is going to be an Earth-sized world, literally the size or larger than Earth. And it's all open world. You can go anywhere you want. It'll be a lot like being on a planet in No Man's Sky. You can go anywhere you want. You can go fishing. You can make... Didn't I just charge that up? I must have charged something else up, like the laser, probably. You can go swimming in the oceans. The corvette building that we're doing is related to the ship building that they're going to do in-game. That you'll be able to make sailing ships and be able to cobble them together from parts that you can create or find in the environment. So that much we know. We've seen in the previews that you're going to have flying creatures as well. The big, huge flying birds and dragons and stuff like that. So you'll have a lot to explore. There'll be mountain ranges. There'll be oceans, very, very deep oceans as well. Where you can live and what you can do, that's another story. And very medieval-like, but it's a lot of us, me and Jason were talking about it last week when we were playing on my last stream together, and I think we both agree with it's the same plane, isn't it? There's some really loud plane that seems to be circling our airport like crazy, and it's got a really loud engine, so it's very strange. But anyway, there is most likely going to be everything that you see in No Man's Sky that you can do in No Man's Sky is going to be similar to what you can do there too. But it's been more of a medieval vibe and will be a precursor or like a Star Wars. I'm thinking Star Wars for a second. The prequels. It's going to be a prequel to No Man's Sky. What happened, where the Void Mother might be an entity on that planet. But there's going to be a lot to do over there. Gary, you have a great one. Thanks for being here, man. I hope we distracted you enough, my friend, with everything that we had going on. I hope your day goes much better tomorrow. Less stress for you, my friend. That's what I hope. And no PvP? I don't know. I don't know if they're going to have PvP or not. Maybe it will be PvP, and if it is, they're going to have some non-PvP zones, I'm assuming. Like cities and trading outposts and stuff like that. So I think we're going to have that. But I don't know. And again, I'm speculating, guys. And none of this is written in stone, but everything that we've seen logically makes sense that they'd be able to do it that way, or are going to do it that way. You know, at this point, I don't think we're going to see anything until 26. I'm thinking they will probably come out with it either by the summer of 26 or possibly a little later, going along the same time frame as when No Man's Sky was released. There's that plane again. I'm beginning to wonder. Hey, Blind Richie, thank you very much for being here, man. You have a great evening as well. Magic tech? Yeah, there's going to be magic, there's going to be tech. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, there'll be tech. Lots of creatures. We've seen some skeletal creatures, like you can walk around as a skeleton. I've seen small rabbit-looking creatures with long ears and stuff like that. Yeah, it's got all that. If it's player, oh, if it's PvP, then it's a flat no for you. Yeah, I understand. I don't know, but as big of a world as we're talking here, you could probably get in there and get lost. I've never seen another player for a long time, and by then you probably wouldn't have anything to worry about. But I don't know. It doesn't seem to make sense to me. I would like to see it more like the way they did Dune Awakening and have PvP zones where the rest of the planet is non-PvP. I think that would be a good idea. How far we got? 5 minutes. Love the shorts. Yeah, thanks, man. Appreciate it. Hey, they bring a smile to your face. That's all I'm looking for, man. Refuse to be some jerk's chew toy. I understand. That's one of the biggest problems they have in a lot of those games. Like even Dune Awakening was having that issue on the PvP zones. They'd have campers out there taking out people left and right, and they had to put an end to that. So, but they've done a pretty good job of doing that, so that's at least something. Sounds like a go-around or a diverted flight. Yeah, it could be, but it's a very loud engine, and it's just circling and circling. We don't have a very busy airport, guys. You know, when you got a flight to take out from there, and they, you know how they tell you to get 2 hours to the airport if you got bags and everything like that, you get there like 45 minutes before your flight. That's probably more than enough time, and you could probably grab a bite to eat while you're there. So says it's an international airport, but yeah, no. As you mentioned, Lotra, I played that 16 years ago. They shut a bunch of servers down, but opened them up for a bit as dark servers. Was able to get my characters shared storage and premium house transferred. Whew. Hey, Zerixel, good to have you here. Thanks for joining us. Appreciate you. Hello to you as well. Dune Awakening's dropped its player base owing to toxic gankers. Yeah, I don't really have any problem with them, though. I'll be honest. The biggest problem I'm having right now with trying to level up on the new server that I'm playing on is that the pricing on crap that you can get in the trading depot is ridiculous. People are charging so much for stupid little things. It's absolutely bonkers. No PvP for you as well? Yep. Dune Awakening forces people into PvP zones and it's falling apart. Nah, I haven't had any trouble. Again, I've gone to some PvP zones and to get certain things and never had any trouble. So, and I might be playing, you know, at a time of day when nobody else is playing, so I'm not running into people. So that could be it as well. Hey, look at that building. How far away are we? Well, about to run into stuff, so I need to... Come on, get off of there. Minute and a half. Into arenas away from real players, in my opinion. Like having a PvP server is what you're saying. That would be interesting. That would be interesting. And, you know, and the thing is Hello Games does listen to people. I mean, as an example, and granted this is a minor and very small example, we have been laughing and begging them at the same time about getting preferred parking in the space stations and preferred parking in the anomaly while we're doing single player runs and stuff like that. And it happened. I don't think anybody put a ticket in for it, but I think they've been listening to our streams and hearing us say, gosh, why are you parking me all the way out here? There's nobody here. It's so randomized. They fixed it. So they do listen. They do listen to suggestions, and if it's a logical reason why something should or shouldn't be, they're going to listen and take it into consideration. You know, so if they want to have a PvP server and have regular ordinary PvEs, that's fine. All right, here we go. Please tell me nobody's there. Nobody's here, and it's a fighter. So that's what we're looking at. We're looking at a fighter here, guys. So all I need to do is claim the ship, and that's it. I can't do anything with it, but that's all I can do here. But I can get some of the other stuff here. Ship tech or cargo. I'm going to go cargo this time. But it's just going to give me tech anyway, which is going to be the... okay, hyperdrive module. That's great. Let's check stuff out while we're here. So we got ourselves a fighter, so we can purchase a fighter now, and that's the thing. And I don't think it's going to tell me how much this thing's worth. No, it won't. All right, no big deal. So now we need to head to trading outposts. So let's see if we can't find one and pick up some money while we're here. Good deal. Jason raid. Are you sure? Crap, I can't have him here. I don't know what you're talking about. This ain't the ElanPaul channel. I don't know what you're talking about, man. Sorry, dude. You got the wrong channel. I don't know who you were thinking of raiding. It wasn't me, that's for sure. Who is this guy, Jason? I don't know. Whack job. Crazy person. How you doing, Jason? Good to see you, man. Watched you earlier today. I had to keep bumping in and out. We have a new manager at our place that I had to do some work with. So I was constantly in and out of meetings all day, but I was able to jump on the stream and watch it for a little while. Hope you were having fun. Thanks for raiding, man. I appreciate you. 07, thanks a bunch, my friend. I'm having all kinds of problems with chat. I can't get chat to work over here. I'm having to use my phone to chat with. It's really kind of weird. So, raid a new channel. Well, you got to give everybody the support. You know how it is, man. You know how it is. I appreciate you, man. And welcome raiders who came along with Jason. I don't know if there was anybody with him or not. I don't think anybody likes Jason or watches him at all. So, but welcome all. Welcome to everybody. And Jason, I appreciate the raid, dude. You're a heck of a guy. You can't summon it till you repair the drives. No, you can't summon it at all. I can't summon this ship. I can't fix it. I can't do anything. That's the way the stranded run works. Read the instructions down below again. It's off limits, but it gives me a license, if you will. Like now I'm allowed to fly a fighter, so I can go find one at a trade station, which, by the way, trading outpost. And it should find me the closest one, which is, if I can get this thing lined up, there you go, 16 minutes away. Will we have the money to buy one, though? Probably not. But at least we can get to the trading outpost. We'll get ourselves situated there, and we'll find out how much money it's going to cost me to buy a ship. And we are allowed to use this ship as a trade. I did read that in the instructions, too, towards the end. Figure out your belts? I don't even want to know what that means. I'm sorry. I know you're playing Satisfactory, and I don't know. Yeah, unless you're talking about leather belts or something like that, and you've got something kinky going on there, I don't want to know. We were talking about you earlier, talking about how good-natured you are and how you take the ribbing and the heckling very, very well, and that we all should do that. We should all be heckling and ribbing each other mercilessly. It's just the way things should be. But that the gaming community as a whole, for the most part, is never a toxic community. They usually are really good people. So, nobody watches Jason. Good to have you here, Calvin. Nice to see you, my friend. Zerexol, good to have you. I said hi to you earlier. You've been here all along. Yes. It's all good. I don't think my my stream on my phone is giving me accurate numbers. Yeah, that's what I thought. And now it's telling me that Jason Plays is here. What are you going to do? Thank you, YouTube. Appreciate it. No, I appreciate you folks being here. If you don't mind, guys, please hit the like button before you disappear. And you can lurk away as much as you like. If you're new to No Man's Sky and you have questions, ask. Jason knows a little. The rest of us know more. And I guess by default, Jason, I guess I win the speed run around this time again. Since I think I put in such a low time, nobody else wanted to try to fight me. So it is what it is. Grimy, good to have you here. Thank you very much for being here, buddy. No Man's Sky? Haven't heard of her. You haven't heard of the Void Mother? We've been doing a lot of speculating about Light No Fire as well. We know it might be some time before we see it. But some people have been wondering whether it's going to be PvP all over or whether they're going to have specific servers like they do with Dune or anything like that. And I don't know. I think they're going to have a lot of PvE zones and then specific PvPs like they do with Dune. But I don't know. It's speculation only, and there's not much we can do but guess. Kind of like wishing what the weather's going to be like next week. Nobody really knows. Let's be clear. Yeah. It is what it is, Jay. You know, but it's one of those things that I ended up running such a fast time. I think I kind of disillusioned some people from wanting to do it at all. And while others were encouraged to keep trying, which was really, really cool. So I do like that. I think we lost Delta completely on it. So I wasn't trying to push them off or anything like that, but it is what it is. New method for freighter better? What do you mean? What new method? Jason will ever learn. Yeah, no, come on now. Be nice. Be nice. I like Sergeant Schultz. I know nothing. Indeed. Whoops, I'm off a little bit. There we go. How far are you? 9 minutes. I swore it was less than that. Hello. I love this bike. I prepared pizza one time and threw some crushed pineapple on it. Wasn't bad. Oh, I see what you did there. I have a feeling it'll be similar to No Man's Sky, just a menu with a ton of settings. I just hope PvP is off by default. And that's exactly what Exilus was saying earlier as well. He's from Australia. And he was saying, he says, yeah, if it turns out it's PvP all over, then he's done. He's not going to do it. But having a PvP server, like having the option to have a server that is PvP, if you really want to do that crazy, sure. But yeah, I think you're right. I think it's going to be that we can turn it off when we want to and stuff like that. So let's see. I need to keep that oxygen. Let's go with the carbon. All right. Good news is I think this last recharge will get us to the landing station, and then we won't need them anymore. Won't need the bike. There are some systems in which whenever you jump, you have a freighter battle. Oh yeah, you just get out of your seat. Hey, you want to find another ship, guys? We could. I don't know. I think I'm happy with the fighter. I think we can get one for a decent price. Maybe like 6 or 7 mil. But I think we can get it from probably under 7. Yeah, non-optional PvP would kill the game before it started. I agree. And again, as I said before, guys, they listen. They may not listen to my channel very much, but, you know, I'm sure they listen to others like, you know, that other guy, Jason, that we were just talking about. Dune Awakening at launch, 180,000 players. After PvP fiasco, 40,000 and falling. Yeah, I'm not surprised. But I'm still having fun with it. You know, like I said, I know a lot of people were upset about the PvP. I've been in PvP zones, I don't know, half a dozen to a dozen times. You know, like the smaller wreckages and stuff like that, where I needed to go in there to get something specific for questing purposes or whatever, and never ran into another player at all. But they're the lower end areas. I wasn't in the deep desert or anything like that. And for the deep desert itself, I go out there every now and then to do some stuff on my 175 level player, you know. But I don't have to. I've enjoyed the game for everything else I could do for it, and it's been a lot of fun for me. So, you know, you take the joy in the games that you play, and what joy you can find in the game is what you make of it. You know, it's as long as the game isn't crashing every 30 minutes on me or something like that, that would piss me off, and then I'd say, no, the game's unplayable. That's the only time I really don't like a game. But for most games, nah. I try to find something that interests me. If I'm having fun playing it, I play it. That's all there is to it. If you find another damaged fighter, you can claim it. No, can't claim it. I mean, I can claim it, but it doesn't make a difference if I find a fighter. I've already got a license for a fighter. What I would want to look for is maybe a shuttle, if I could find a shuttle or something like that. My luck, I'll find a hauler, which is way too expensive to purchase at one of these landing stations, trading posts. that I've seen that as well. Maybe. Found out today. Was it a pirate system? No, it was a normal system. Did I pass it? No, it's just falling into the... There it is. Okay. Sorry, it was blending in with the environment there. Looks like another freighter. We could go get some stuff from it, but I want to get to the station here because I'm starting to run low on time myself. Yeah, he had fun at Battlefield 6. We had fun watching Jason play Battlefield 6 and die repeatedly over and over and over again. Sometimes he'd spawn, he'd run 10 feet and die. It was fantastic. We had a blast watching Jason play. Normal system. No, look what happened to Jason. Multi-death loop. Loved it. Yeah, I know. Anytime we can see him die. Yeah. In-game. You know, let's be clear. And how far away is our portal now? 2 hours. By bike, mind you. So, but we're not going to do that. Oh, for crying out loud. I really thought I'd make it there on this, but you know what? It is 2 minutes away. Alright, let's do something here. Hold on. Should have been doing this all along, but... Cool. Okay. How much carbon did we get? Used up all of our carbon to do that, but that's okay. We'll pick up a little extra carbon just in case we need it. Alright. I think we'll be okay. I think we've got enough between that and condensed carbon to open up a portal. There we go. That should be good. How far? How far? Less than a minute. Now I can get a lot of schematics in the yeah, you can get a lot of schematics in the deep desert. That's true. I haven't gone to the end game stuff. I wasn't interested. I got far enough and I'm like, you know what? I'm at the one stage before that and I'm very pleased and happy with what I've got right now. So okay, there we are. Little trick. You can use your jetpack on these things and stay close to it like you do on a mountain. But you got to get up high enough over it before you go forward. Alright, so we can't purchase that, but how much is it? Let's just see. 5.7. See, that would have been great. That's a shuttle, and that comes in at 11 because it's a B class. Any fighters? No, we got shuttle and hauler and shuttle, so we can't even get a fighter to land. Lame. We'll hang out for just a moment. I don't think I have anything really to sell. I've got a couple things. Oh yeah, the jade piece. Okay. Tailbone. Salvage data. We only have 24 dihydrogen? Oh, I know why. It's in the bike. Can we get the stuff out of the bike? Is it not too far away? Okay, we're good. So we definitely need that. I can sell that, and that, and that. Take that. Take that, take that, take that. Need the copper. We don't need it. Well, you know what? We can sell the gold and the silver at this point. We don't need it. Yeah, okay. We can uninstall all these things. You know what? We don't need them anymore. Let's pull them out. There we go. And we'll get a wiring loom out of it. We can sell that. Gold. Okay, good. And let's look for a fighter. That is a shuttle. Unbelievable. Oh yeah. Scanning things for more cash. Good idea. 4.2 million? Yeah. That's all I got about right now. Let me sell some of these things off real fast. 14,000. I'll hang on to it in case I need it. Hold.
Units received.
Wiring loom.
Units received.
Pretty. Processors. They don't give me much, but we're at 4.1 is what we're at right now. Remember the ship that we have, we can trade it in, 20 million. But that's one of the really heavy-duty fighters right there. We can get it, but we just don't have the money for that. I want one of the cheaper fighters if I can find one. I just want to know how much they cost. Because if you find a crash one on the planet, there should be one just like it somewhere else that should be landing. Hauler. That's weird. Is he missing something? I gotta take a look at that. Yeah, he's missing something. It's being held on by, I guess, wishes and dreams of the Force. The Schwartz, maybe? Who knows? Okay, there's my ship. 2 of them. Okay, what do we got? 9.6, 9.4, pardon me. And that's at A class at 22, so yeah, that'll be a little bit too pricey for me. The 9.6 is what this one's going for as a C class. So if we can get this guy as a C class, it might be cheaper. So we'll hang out just for a little longer. While we're here, let's scan. Oh, what can we, hold on. Fauna and minerals. Okay, so not plants. Okay, just checking to see if anyone's around. So, yeah, I can't even imagine how much are you going for. 10 million, really? That's kind of expensive for that piece of crap. Okay. And of course, the planet is suddenly devoid. There we go. Okay, finally. $151,000 right there, man. 80, nice. Have any birds? There usually aren't any around here, but I'll keep my eyes peeled. Ship gonna land on me?
Toxic protection. Stabilizing.
How much are you going for? 8.6. They're kind of expensive. So that's a pretty good amount of money. We can get some rocks or something. Like that. Nope. Apparently we've already scanned that. There we go. 26,000, not bad. Yeah. Any ships? Yep, still the same ship, man. A little bit of a glitch there. That's weird. Jason, if you had to leave us, thank you very much for being here, man. Appreciate the raid. 07 to you, and I'll see you probably next time you stream. I don't know if you're streaming tomorrow or not. I know you kind of tend to take Thursday off as a break to get some stuff cut, things like that. Sometimes the little rocks pop up. Alright, if we have to, we'll run out there and we'll look. 4.3. We're at 4.3 now. I just want to see if we can get one of those ships to land as a C class, and that way we have a rough idea of what we're going to need. We're probably going to need more money regardless of no matter what we do, we're going to need more money. So, how are we doing on time? Hauler. That looks like possibly a shuttle. Yes, it is. And that looks like another hauler. What did we get over here? Anything? Nope. Some jet trails that flew over. That's weird. Just disappeared. A bunch of test stations and crash ships and people I've met in the DD. Okay, cool. Ladders are gone. Tech modules. Yeah, I know. I gotta go get some. But I was hoping to get a rough idea of how much the ship will cost me. That way I can get stuff. Okay, let's go ahead and exit this place and do that. Let me jump down. Yeah, because all we're going to get right now is shuttles and haulers anyway. Alright, what do we got? Buried cache. We'll definitely hit those up. Because that could be expensive stuff. And we're not going to use our bike because we can't scan with the bike. I can't... Well, you know, you can do some scanning with the bike. Sometimes we can get valuable metals and stuff from these things. Or just nanites. What in the world? What's that doing in there? Okay, let's take a look. Buried tech. Or unburied, as the case may be, right? And I can keep hitting these things for, you know, the possibility of running into something that'll help me. How far away? 333. Let's go for it. This one right up here, though. Let's go for this one first.
Toxic protection.
Good. Upgrade charts are expensive. Okay, we'll get rid of the rest. 85,000 for that, so that's pretty good. Get rid of you. We don't need you. Working on it. Okay, that's back at the station.
Falling.
No, that must be buried. Take it.
Technology
Yep.
recharge.
Whoa, easy.
Toxic protection. Falling.
Life support's going to need recharging in a minute. There we go.
Support power. Low. Technology
Yeah, do that. Ooh, rusted metal. We all know how much that cost us. We should be scanning rocks, though. I bet you anything, if I look at the chat right now, somebody's yelling at me about it as we speak. I just saw something here. Must be right here. There it is.
units received.
Go for that. What are you? Cargo drop. Not worth it. That could be worth it. But we'll go for this first. We need to look for animals, too. Surprised I haven't seen a whole bunch. I thought there'd be animals everywhere.
Units received.
50k for that. Hey, Scott. How you doing, man? Good to see you.
Units received.
Another 50. Nice. How are we doing money-wise right now? About 4.5. That's good. Wow, this one's down the side of a cliff.
Toxic protection. Falling. Technology recharge. Toxic protection. Falling.
Good grief, it must be in a cave. At least we can pick it up. That would have sucked if we got all the way down here and we couldn't do anything with it. Alright, where is... That's our ride. Okay, good. So, where's the next one? Buried cache. You know, while we're here, no, we have plenty of stuff. We don't need the cobalt. Now that I think about it. Okay, we're out of there. All right. Let's see. All right. Why don't we... Okay, we'll grab that one. Hey, Exodus, you have a pleasant evening, sir. Thank you very much for joining me. Send my love to Marani. Make sure she knows we're thinking about her and I wore the t-shirt. How we doing? More chromatic metal anyway. That's good. We need to save that. I didn't sell any of that, did I? No. Good. Copper we need. I keep forgetting I need to hang on to that copper. Make sure I don't sell it. Let's grab that on the way. Oi, oi, oi. Give me a blue flower. That's good. What does that give us? Everything. Nice. That gives us everything. So now we can scan everything. May not give us a ton, but every little bit counts. Did we discover all the animals yet? 4 of 6? What are the other 2? Flying and underground, of course. Yeah. So we got a bird up there someplace we need to scan. Nothing. We're in bare land here. That's the problem. Every little bit. Okay, we got enough. Hey, whatever we can scan, right? Fell into a hole while I was walking. Love that. Of course it is. How are we doing on oxygen? 50, 80, yeah, we should be alright. I need 120 of that. What in the world? There it is. Thought I saw something I could scan. Alright. Any animals? Anything flying? Except him. Sentinels. Too bad you can't scan those, huh? Where are we going? That way. Alright, let's go sell some of this stuff and see how much money we ended up with. Just make sure that the underground creature doesn't happen to be floating around over here right now. Nope, guess not. Alright, let's go. Shuttle. There we go. Okay. So there's that guy again, 20,000. And all the haulers are landing right now, so let's go ahead and just sell some stuff off real fast. Alright, we're at 4.6. That's another million. Okay, we're at 5.6 now. Okay. Phosphorus. We don't really need the chromatic metal. We can sell it. So I'm going to get rid of it. Okay, that gets up to 5.7, or just shy of it. Ooh, that's the ship. Is it a C class? No, of course it's an A class. Ah, that's a shame. Shuttle, shuttle. Fighter again. 6.7. Wait a minute. As long as we catch him before he leaves. Because we can trade in our ship if it's worth enough. Let's find out. Maybe this will work. We can. We can exchange it. We have enough. Thank heavens. So our ship is worth 2 million. The broken one. That's great. Okay. We did it. So, all we have to do now is go to our portal. There we go. And where portal at? Portal over here. And now it's going to only take us 30 minutes to get there. You're not supposed to be allowed to leave the planet, but for the purpose of pulse driving to your portal, you're allowed to. That's the only little twist to the whole thing. Otherwise, you're sitting there flying real time 30 minutes to get there. Why bother? Josh Strife Hayes on PvP MMOs. I will. I will. That does sound interesting. Winner. Winner. And this is the exact ship we found crashed, too, so. Alright, now let's see if we have all the materials we need to open the portal. And then I gotta look up the address. Now I gotta figure out how to land. There we go. Oof. I am going to look it up. Oh, yeah, I can look it up in here. Hold on. I'm going to stay in the ship for a moment. I pulled it up right to the page I happened to be on, which was Beeblebum's page. Go figure. All right, good deal. Here we go. Let's go ahead and unlock this sucker. So we should have all the sodium we need. I'll just use oxygen for that. Yeah, whatever. As long as we get what they want for it. We got it all. Good deal. And there we go. So this is complete. We did it. Okay, activate it, and let me pull up the portal address. Alright, so we're gonna go see dinosaur, bird, got the spider, Triforce, sunrise or sunset, or some people call that jellyfish. I call them sunrises. Let me see, we've got the boat, or ship as they call it. Boat, it's called a boat. YMCA, arms in the air, whatever you want to call that. Whale, Triforce, Dino, where are you? And finally the boat one more time. There we go. This Beeblebum's homeworld is what this is. There we go. Got to turn that off, turn that back on. Okay, good deal. And that's it. Here we go. And that should do it. Good deal. How do we do? 3 hours and about 45 minutes. Took us to do that real time, by the way. So. I was thinking about ending it earlier and then just having dinner and everything like that, but we were just so close, you know, just had to finish it out. Success. Excellent. Eye of the Beholder. And I noticed that all the communication balls are gone. Is it really a high security Sentinel planet now? Ah. Well, pure ferret, I would need to do that. I wonder if I can do it. I'm going to put down a comm ball. And I should have enough ferrite. I just need, what, 20 of it, I think? We'll put down a comm ball to say we were here. There we go. What's today's date? 10, 15, 25. Good. Done deal. Ah, let me pick it up even though there was stuff on the hopper. Very strange. All right, there we go. Let's jump in and out of the ship, which is for some reason stuck to the portal. But now we're done. We got a restore point. And that's it. We got it. Most satisfying when you can finish it up. Yeah, let me tell you. Let me tell you. All right. Let me jump out of here. We're going to take a quick look to see what it came in real time. So 3 hours and 18 minutes is what we did that in real time. So not bad. Not bad at all. So I have a couple Corvette runs to go into. They both say under 1 day remaining, but they're done. They're done, guys. They're absolutely done. But I'm going to get into them and see what I can pull out of it. And I might keep one of those saves just to have that orbital uplink thing. I think that'll be pretty cool. Hey, glad to take you on the trip, guys. That was a lot of fun. Not sure what we're going to do next week. Next Wednesday is my next stream. I'm going to spend this Saturday going over a couple of interesting video ideas. I got a 101 video, No Man's Sky 101 video I want to do that a lot of folks have been putting in some interesting suggestions based on the playthrough that I've been doing. That, you know, we need to do some more in regards to building up reputations and things like that, why you would want to do that, how you would do that, the many different ways you can go about doing it. So we're probably going to do a 101 video on that. And I plan on doing 1 or 2 other videos as well. So I'm going to see if I can't get them knocked out on Saturday night or something like that. Start posting them. Get them going. The next playthrough video is coming out Monday. It takes place before I did the Corvette expedition, so it'll be kind of a little bit out of sequence. And then the following one after that is going to be a whole new episode, so it'll be really interesting on that episode. So hey guys, no, thank you, I appreciate you. Let me get out of this screen and let's get you over to this screen. And we're over here in my picture doesn't want to show up properly. That's okay. I blame other things for that problem. Let's see. And I think we have our buddy, I think Delta is actually playing right now. I think that is pretty cool. So guys, if you haven't hit the like button on it, please hit the like button on the stream. I really appreciate it. If you're seen me before, that's great. I appreciate you. Consider hitting the subscribe button as well to subscribe to the channel. It doesn't cost anything, and you'll get the alerts every now and then when I go live. So we'll see how that goes. I do other games. I do Dune Awakening, and occasionally I do other games as well, but most of the time it's just No Man's Sky. And if there's any questions, you drop in the comments section and we'll help you out. So, okay, that's very good to know. Where was I? Over here. Looking for his stream. Sorry. Little sidetracked, I get talking and my one-track mind kicks in. Redirect. Okay, let's see here. Yeah, Delta is playing right now. So what we'll do is we'll go ahead and hit up Delta with this. Actually, I'll give you guys a choice. We have 2 different people playing right now. Delta's playing, he's playing Apex Legends, or we've got Crisscross doing Corvette creations. He makes Corvettes in No Man's Sky and does all kinds of neat stuff on that. Which do you guys want to see? Hey, Tigger's going to go off and play some Dune. Good to see you too, Hillbilly Tech. Always a pleasure to have you around, man. Yeah, miss you. I do miss you, just so you know. So you have a good week too, Tigger. I appreciate you being here, man. Crisscross for you guys? Okay, let's go ahead and raid Crisscross. We'll give him a raid with the folks that are here, so stick around. Crisscross is going to be next, and we're going to check out his insane Corvette builds. The guy is amazing. So we'll go ahead and check him out. Drop a like on his channel as well, folks, and we will see you again, like I said, probably in about a week or so. I don't plan on doing anything. It's going to be a little dicey now that we get closer and closer to my daughter's wedding, so, you know, we'll see how things go. So next Wednesday, I do plan on streaming, and I'll see you guys then. Take care, and you have a pleasant week. Guys, 07 to all of you. Thank you very much for stopping by and watching for the evening. Appreciate you. Take care, everybody.